turn on the big camera. Oh my gosh, I never turned my big camera off. Oops. Whoopsie daisies. So, for anyone who didn't come to my live stream earlier, I am currently filming a long form video for my YouTube channel. This is like a new method that I'm trying out for my channel to like help it grow and stuff like that. So by going live at the same time as I'm filming a long form, I literally have my camera set up right there. See that? This is like my way of like interacting with you girls, but also like y'all can see like the behind the scenes, and like you can see it when I mess up, and like you can see like when I maybe say a little bit more than I might edit later, you know what I mean? So anyways, I don't know, I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to do. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. I had to get off because I had a church meeting on Zoom tonight, so I did that and now I'm back. And I know a lot of us have some very, very cold weather we are dealing with, so I figured why not hang out and talk for a little bit. Also, for anyone who didn't see, this is the new shirt. They are available right now on my YouTube channel. Girl, go get you one. They are super cute, and they feature my new logo. Can y'all see? They feature my new logo for this year. See it? The lightning strike. That is now my logo. So make sure you get you one. I also have hoodies, so for anybody who's super cold right now, girl, I got you. And I have a long sleeve too. Hi, Riley. Okay. Let me tell my Snapchat besties that we're back. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. Don't open. I'm live again, but we'll look this over. I wonder if I can share my live right from my live. Share. Oh, I've never done that before. Copy link. Okay. I'm gonna tell my Snapchat besties on my private story. Live on YouTube. And then how do I paste the link? There it is. Can I paste the YouTube link? Let's see. Boom. Attached to Snap. Cool. Click to join. I have a secret fear of like doing this and like putting it up on my regular Snap story, because I literally am friends with people on my Snapchat that I've known since like kindergarten, and that would be so embarrassing. Like, I don't know if they know. I have no real way of them knowing, but like for me to like purposely like put myself out there in that way is freaking scary. Not that I care, but like I don't want to like throw myself in people's faces that are not like asking to see me in this way, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So stories, uncheck public, and put it on my private story. I do have a private story just for my YouTube channel on my Snapchat if anybody's interested in joining it. I do add all of my girlies back. So make sure you send me a request on Snapchat and then drop me a comment on Spotlight if you want to be my friend on there. Okay. I've been listening to this new song. It's an old song, but I've just discovered it. It's called Mannequin by Britney Spears. And it's so catchy. It's like, okay. Let me refocus my big camera. Okay, hey y'all, I am back from my Zoom. Fun fact, I don't know if I told you girls this, is that these two nails are actually glued on, like with with nail glue. They fell off, but I did something new where, oh, I just caught it with my perfume. It smells so good. I'm wearing Curious by Britney Spears. I have like recently like been on like a craving for that, and it's just like, it's like the smell that you have right when you get out of the shower mixed with like pear juice. It smells so. Anyways, besides the point. I started doing a new thing because my nails do fall off, and then I tend to just like kind of rock it. If you follow my YouTube channel, you know that I just kind of rock it with like random fingers missing, and I get to it when I get to it. But anyways, but I was like, my nails are custom made to my fingers, and they tend to fall off like all in one piece. When they do fall off, sometimes I get the prep right, sometimes I don't. I don't know. That's just how it go with doing your own nails. Anyways, I was like, let me just save the nails and then glue them on with nail glue. It's not good for long term. Not good for long term. But like in a GIF, if I'm just popping online, doing a video, da 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 da, it works. You know what I mean, girl? So that's what we did, and she works. This is a Baby Boomer, an ombre, and then it has chrome on top, so that's what I got going on. And my toes are electric blue. Okay, let's get back into this makeup. I need to eat. I have my plate of dinner sitting right here. I have some chicken, and I have some potato, doing makeup and eating dinner at the same time. Ew. Don't have to try it. I don't know, you gotta do it. I have a headache, and I'm so hungry, and like, I don't know, like, eating is hard sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I just, like, literally just don't feel like it sometimes. Like, I know that I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I don't eat. You know what I mean? Y'all ever like lay in bed at 3 a.m. and you're eating cereal and you're like, why do I do this? Why do I do this? I'm fucking. I told myself that I was like, if I bring my dinner and while I live stream, I can like eat it slowly. Because sometimes I feel like I have to eat really fast, and like there's no rule to that. I think it's actually better to eat slow. Ooh! I think it's actually better to eat slow. Ew! Ew! I'm not recording this on my big camera, obviously, but I have the hiccups, don't I? What do I want to do with my lips today? I think I want to do a pink lip. I think I want to change a pink lip. Oh, I wanted to tell you girls what I was saying on my church live. Like, when I'm like at my church, like, I am just like fully myself, because like, why not? Like, if you're not being yourself, like, how are people really getting to know the real you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about being yourself, obviously. My channel is literally called Be You. You know what I mean? Stamp, that's my dinner. My cat's trying to steal my food. So I, like, when we have these Zoom meetings, I tend to like make jokes in the chat, and like, I don't know if they find it like annoying or like they think it's funny, but like sometimes they react, sometimes they don't, and I'm just like, but then for some reason I always do it again. Not that I'm looking for anybody's approval, just because like, I don't know, I'm just like that. Like, I'm always like, I don't know, I just don't think, I just like say whatever comes to mind. I don't know, and like, hopefully it makes somebody laugh, you know? I don't know, I'm like that. I like to react to things, and I like to say stuff, if that makes sense. Like, what did I say? Oh, you know, I said something I thought I was so funny, but like nobody said anything, and I was like, did they think I was serious? So like, the pastor was like, some of the pastors were in the meeting, and like they were like showing like this like document with like, who were they showing us? it was like a personal, it's like a personal development plan. Basically, like you make a list of like all the stuff that like drains you, and then like you make a list of like all the stuff that like fills you up, and then like what you can do to like remedy the stuff that drains you. Basically, it's like a whole spiritual thing. Very cool. Anyways, somebody was like, can we get a PDF of this? But can you send it out in an email? And it wasn't that. It was like some other thing that he was reading off of, like something that he was sharing with us. And then he didn't answer him because he was like literally presenting it, like speaking. And so I put in the chat, I put I said, what the heck did I say? I was like no. I said, no, this is a hood church, not a fancy church. Screenshot it. I thought I was so funny, and no one said anything, and I was like... Anyways. They all know that I do this, but, like, they don't know. I don't think any of them watch me, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be being watched, and I just don't know. Hello, if you're watching me. I have no real way of seeing if they're here or not. I need my lip liner. That's what I'm looking for. Also, look what one of my church friends gave me today. Isn't it cute? It's super cute. This literally couldn't be further from the truth. I'm not really a gym girl. I'm a PT girl because I'm literally at PT once a week. But I hope to be this. So maybe they know that and they wanted to motivate me. I don't know. But this is super cute and I'm obsessed with it. How am I? I'm okay. I'm kind of tired today. Like, my arms hurt. My arms hurt and like, I just like, I don't know, I just don't have a lot of energy. Like y'all know that I had COVID and like I feel like I talk about that on the live stream and I try not to bore you to death, but like it's my reality right now, you know what I mean? And like it's even though I had it all the way back in September, it's still causing problems. And anyways, like I'm trying to recover from it and like I want to get back into the swing of things, but like if I go anywhere and do anything, basically, I have to like really think about it. Like really think about it. Like can I do this? Do I have the energy to do this? Is this going to go well? Like, and I also try not to like go somewhere every day because I can't handle every day. It's too much energy for me. So, but I don't want to be like that forever. You know what I mean? Because part of it is that I had a really bad virus and it literally took every ounce of strength of me to fight it. But then the other side of it is like, if you are physically inactive for 2 months straight, and I was in my bed because I literally couldn't breathe for 2 months, of course you're gonna lose your muscle mass and your stamina. So there's that too, you know what I mean? So I'm like, something that really like overwhelms me is like, how far do I push? You know what I mean? Like because I know I have to push a little bit in order to recover, you know what I mean? But like, obviously what I tried to do a week ago with walking around my block, or was it 2 weeks ago now? I don't know. That was too much, you know what I mean? That was too much too soon, and then I ended up in bed for 2 days afterwards. When the consequence is that big, I feel like it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. So that's the real answer to how I'm doing. And like the thing is that like nobody can give me like a hard or fast answer. Like I asked my physical therapist and he's like, "Oh, you have to kind of like see how you feel." Like I can't really tell you for sure because I don't know how you feel. Like I'm not in your head. And like valid. But he's like, you're gonna have to push yourself a little bit. But he's like, if you get faint or dizzy, stop and lay down. You know, whatever you're doing, stop. So. But I guess it is an improvement because when I first started PT, I couldn't push myself at all. At all. Like he was like, if you start to get out of breath just a little bit, stop. But also I would get like really like tired from the PT. Like I didn't have any stamina at all. Now I have some. So that's something. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Let me stop. Oh, where is my... lip liner. I have so much crap in my purse, y'all. It's not even funny. How is this in my purse? Why is this is like caught on my purse? My cat. Yes, he'll be back in a second. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Get on mommy's chair. They want to see you, baby. Come on. Oh my gosh, my purse is a mess. What is this? The Lord is my strength. This is cute. Why am I like this? I hate this. This drives me crazy. Why do I do it? Do y'all ever have that where you're like, I hate this? But like, it's one thing like when you hate something and like someone else is doing it, you know what I mean? You're like, dang, I wish I wouldn't do that. It really ticks me off. But then like when you're the one who's doing it, it's like, I know that I hate this, but yet I do it. Why? Let me say this on camera. I know that I hate this, but yet I do it. Why? And to that I'm talking about junking up my purse. I can't even show you right now because it's caught on my camera cable with all the stuff in my purse. Girl. Did I really weave my... How did I do that? You know what? The show must go on. Stop! Oh my gosh. Now I have to rebubble. There. Oh. Please be higher. Oh crap, now my thing is in front of my thing. There we go. Okay, can you see me now? My cat's name is Putsy. Come here, baby. Come here. Your presence is requested. Come here. He normally sits right here. I should have got that on my big camera too. Okay. Okay. Way back. I did do my church Zoom and I did put my my glasses on. My blue light glasses. So it did kind of take off my makeup a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. What the heck was I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm gonna see how this looks. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm gonna take this. This is my, I know I'm stopping midway through to do my lips, which is kind of weird. Maybe I shouldn't because I'm eating still, like eating food. Yeah, maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait. Sorry. I'm just used to like doing my lips early on because I'm normally doing it on live and like with live. Oh my gosh, my freaking camera strap's in the way. Hold on. With live, I have people swiping in and out and like seeing me, and like it's important that I look my best as people are swiping through, you know what I mean? But it's not normal for me to do my makeup like that. Like normally the lip is the very last thing I do, but since I'm so accustomed to doing my makeup on live, I've been doing them early, if that makes sense. You can add me. Look in the pin message. I just don't feel like eating. Ew! I'm gonna go ahead and pluck my eyebrows because I have a unibrow and it's coming back in. You see? I don't know if you can see it, but she's coming back. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pluck my unibrow. I'm a big believer in checking your eyebrows every single day because keeping your eyebrows well plucked is gonna make your makeup just go on smoother, you know? Like, when you apply concealer or foundation over, like, the little dark hairs of your eyebrows, you know what I mean? Like, it, what was I saying? It, I don't know, it just gives it that, like, texturized look, and it doesn't look clean, you know what I mean? But, like, if you kind of pluck your eyebrows, like, as they come in, as little hairs spring up, you'll never get, like, an out-of-control eyebrow. And then I feel like when you let your eyebrows get out of control, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, I gotta tame these, I got somewhere to go. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you get your eyebrows too thin. So it's better to just, like, get a shape that you like and then just maintain it and just start your makeup every single day or every other day by checking your eyebrows and just pluck out the 2 or 3 hairs that sprout up. You know what I mean? My cat's name is Putsy. I already answered that question. Smell that coffee? Mm-hmm. I love coffee. Check the pin message for my snap, please. It's right there. It's right below what you said. It's literally highlighted in yellow. It says snap, and there's a ghost emoji, and that is my Snapchat. That's the last time I want to answer that, though. It's all things with 2 S's _ Ash. You make me feel like I'm talking to my family. It's like my family, like, I say something, and then, like, I don't know, they start an argument. Like, my mom and I had this argument the other day about, like, so, like, I need a pair of pumps, right? And, like, because I go to a lot of, like, sorority functions and stuff, and, like, I was like, I need a pair of nude pumps, because it's, you know, nude pumps is always classy. Easter's coming up, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing. And I want platform. I know it's not in style right now, but it's easier to walk on. And I've never had a pair. I need a pair, you know what I mean? Because they'll match everything. And my mom, like, starts going off on me about, like, being financially frivolous. Oh, rewind. I was like, what was I saying? I was like, I want to do it as a long-term goal. And then she starts, like, freaking out and be about, like, financial responsibility and all that. And I'm like, what was the last thing I said? Like, and she's like, oh, I didn't hear that. And I'm like, she, like, heard me, but she wasn't listening or something. I don't know, girl. People don't listen to me, though, on here, and they ask me the same question over and over again. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you're rage baiting me, just like my family. Anyways, no, I'm not doing my lips. What the heck am I doing? I'm doing my eyes. We're filming a long form today. Anyways, sorry. Nice clean unibrow. That's what we like to see. Okay. So now I think for the eyes, we are going to do a brow bone and inner corner highlight. And this is kind of like the makeup look that I wanted to do. When was it? It was like my live stream. I think it was 2 live streams ago. So, like, the one that I have on a white shirt that says guess in blue letters on it, like, but I'm going to go on with, this is my, Better Than Chocolate palette. I have one that's so much, like, that's just like it, but honestly better, on Amazon, so make sure you girls check that out if you need just, like, an everyday, neutral warm brown palette. I think it makes, like, the prettiest, like, most natural looks, but we're gonna just go under the brow bone. And kind of focus it in this area right here. I can't add you back right now because I'm on live, but maybe later. But thank you for adding me. Long form viewers, I just had to respond to a bestie in the chat on live. If you girls haven't watched my intros or my outros before, I do want to say that, like, I do add you girlies back. I add all my girlies back on Snapchat if you want to be added back. But, like, if you don't want to be added back, girl, I get it. Like, I get it more than probably anybody gets it. Like, the internet is a weird place these days. Like, if you just want to follow me and just, like, not be my friend on there, totally cool. Like, I get it. Like, some of us don't want to be friends with strangers on the internet, and that's totally fine. I get it. But if you want to be my friend on Snapchat, make sure you drop me a comment on my spotlights so I know that you want to be my friend. This is the CoverGirl Clean Mat, and I meant to do this before, but I'm just gonna make sure that my inner corner is set properly, because a lot of times the concealer in this area just kind of like stays sticky, you know, and like it doesn't get set properly. So we want to make sure it's set before we start putting a bunch of like highlighters and stuff on there, you know. Where's my little highlighter brush? Where did she run off to? Please read my rules in my chat before you type. Thank you. Okay, where is my little brush? There she is. Okay, so now we're going to go back into doing my inner corner highlight. And with shades, with these, like really shimmery shades, like whether you're going to use a highlighter or whether you're using a really shimmery eyeshadow, they work better when you rub them a little bit. Here, let me zoom in so you can see. Hello again. Oh wow, y'all can actually see my eye color today. See, it's like a dark, my eyes are a dark red. They're not black. They're like a dark red, like a dark mahogany almost. But anyways, this is what I mean by like rubbing the shimmery products around. You see what I mean? Like the more and more I rub it, you see that? Like press it in, the more shimmery it looks. You know what I mean? I think I applied that a little bit too thick. Oh well. I feel weird talking to you like this because I feel like this is like really impersonal. Live people, I had this zoomed in like all the way to here. Refocus. I would love to afford a camera that has autofocus. Like it could be a really old camera. I would love to get a camera that has autofocus. It could be a really old one, but I don't care as long as it autofocuses and it does at least 1080p. Ooh. Jade, I answered your question. I answered it. Scroll back in the live if you want to hear my answer. Thanks. Okay. Now we're going to get into the eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner to use. This is the Maybelline Cinnabar eyeliner. She is my favorite. She is this delicious cinnamony warm brown. It just really like brings your everyday eye look to life. So I'm going to go with my Revlon eyelash curler. Hi, Lily. I'm doing a long form at the same time as I'm doing my live, so I forget where I'm looking. Hey Lily, hey girl. Okay. I'm just gonna start drawing a line. I'm gonna try to keep it as close to my lashes as I can. So over the years with doing this technique with soft eyeliner, I've gone back and forth with different techniques. I've like gone back and forth with like making a general like line with eyeshadow, and then I've gone back and forth in between like making a line with actual eyeliner first and then putting eyeshadow over it. I can't remember which one is my favorite, but what I've been doing lately is doing the liner first. So I'm just gonna align the perimeter of my eye. No, my name is Ursula. And you want to really make sure that you get it really close to your lashes. Because I don't have a lot of lid space. So if you're like me, or even if you do have a lot of lid space, I don't know. I don't, we're not going for the super thick liner look today. But we do want to make sure it's nice and filled in right near the lashes. Hi, Jade. Okay, now we're gonna have to get my eyeliner brush. I hope this like works out, like this little thing that I'm doing right now. Like I hope it works out, and I hope that like people like it. Because like I've said over and over again, like the only reason why I ever started doing lives is I had like another bigger YouTuber who mentors me tell me that like, hey girl, like you need to be doing live. But like I personally as a viewer, I do not watch live. Like I just don't. Like I watch long form YouTube. Like I literally go on my TV, and this TV right here, I lay in bed and I'm like go on my homepage and I'm like, who the heck am I gonna watch today? You know what I mean? Like I'm not in the live thing. So anyways, like I feel like I have girlies who watch me long form but like don't see my lives just because they don't watch them. You know what I mean? Because like I'm like that too. My cat, he's out on his lunch break. Okay. So where were we? I'm gonna go in with this color and just kind of like smudge this out and soften this up. I really like what was I gonna say? I really like using soft eyeliners. They're a lot more forgiving, and there's just something so like soft and like teddy bear like and like delicious about them. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I first started doing the brown in 2022, like somebody said that on TikTok, and they were like, brown eyeliner is so delicious. Like, okay, so funny story. Like, I've never told the story before, but like, so my babysitter when I was a little girl is like one of the first people to ever teach me about makeup, and she what was I gonna say? She has blue eyes, and like, of course, as a kid, like I looked up to her because she was super cool. I always wanted to be like her, and I remember when she was teaching me about makeup, she's like, brown is better for you because you have brown eyes. And I was like, oh, I want the black. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to be just like her. And like I at the time, like brown wasn't like, it was around. Like brown has always been around, but it wasn't like a thing like it is now. You know what I mean? Like it had a resurgence in 2022. But anyways, girl, I've always like done black. You know what I mean? From like the very beginning of me doing makeup. I started doing makeup really, really early when I was like 11. I actually started playing it when I was like 3, but I started like wearing it like when I was 11, and then correctly like learning from YouTube and like really doing it at like 13, 14. Anyways, besides the points, what was I gonna say? But I started giving brown a chance at 2022, and it's just like it gives like this like really soft like Oh, look at that candle flicker. I love a candle flicker. It get what was that? It gives like a really soft definition to the eye. There's these like old makeup tutorials from like the 1950s or something, and like narrated by men. We won't talk about the part. But it says like never use black. So back in the 50s it was like never use black, like totally opposite than what it is now. Never use black. It's much too harsh on the eye. Use brown. It will give you definition, but it also softens the eye simultaneously. But like low key, they write not about not never using black, because I do love a good black line, but about the brown defining and softening at the same time. So, anyways, some makeup trivia, some makeup history for y'all, and some history about me. Hi, for anybody who's new here, I am filming a long form and I'm live streaming at the same time. So that's why I'm like looking over here, because I have my big camera here and then I have my live right here. Okay. I better stop yakking away because we're going to be here all night long. But I know some of y'all are probably, we're all freezing right now, girl. So what else do we have to do? You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to do this eye now. I don't need to film this for a long form because I already filmed the other one. If you step in my food, I'm going to be real pissed, boy. Okay. You'll learn something funny. When I did that Britney Spears makeup look the other day, I was like, whoa, should I be doing my lower lash line? Like I always say, like I love doing like celebrity looks and like trying out different techniques. Cause like even if you feel like a technique is not for you, you know what I mean? Like you could be surprised, you know what I mean? You could be surprised. So I'm just making sure that like the area between my brows and my lid is like, I mean not my brows, my eyelashes and my lid is like covered, because when you put on a fake lash you want that area to be like covered, you know what I mean, and like set, and there to be no gapping. So I'm gonna again go in with a angled brush and just soften it up. Okay, now back to the big camera. Alright, now I got both my eyes done. Now we're going to wing these out just a little bit with some of that same dark brown eyeshadow. And this one is kind of already wingy. Same thing on the other side. This eye has been so hard for me to do wings on lately. I don't know what it is. Like I feel like this wing always turns out really well, but this eye, the wing turns out like it's like a wobbly triangle or something. Like you'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll just be like what that girl talking about, because that wing looked good. You always want to like, when you make your wing, you always want to like have your eye completely open. Don't make it like this, especially if you have an eye like me, because you could like put your wing in here and then you open your eye and like, where's your wing? You know what I mean? Like it gets lost in your crease. Lost in the sauce. Draw a line and then connect it. And then just... Oh, too dark. Okay. I'm going to be using a recent favorite find of lashes that I found. They have them on Amazon and Walmart. These are taffeta. Ooh, there's a little cluster right there. Sorry. These, my cat is going crazy, y'all. My cousin got him a sushi roll. I'm not even kidding. A freaking sushi roll for Christmas. It's like a stuffed sushi roll. Not a real one, like a stuffed one. And he's going crazy. So if y'all hear something, that's my baby. But anyways, these are Taffeta by Kiss. I love these. These are probably my favorite lashes as of late. And y'all know my thing with lashes. You always have to cut them. Lashes come obnoxiously long. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. See that? Like, what am I supposed to do with all that? And you don't even want to apply a lash way in here because every time you blink, it's going to poke you in the eye. Like, I've actually heard some people say, I don't wear lashes because they always poke me. Like, girl, you're supposed to cut them. If nobody ever told you, I'm not judging you, but I am going to tell you the truth. You need to cut them. The thing with YouTube is you never know who's watching. You know what I mean? And also, like, it puts me in a cool position because I can tell y'all stuff that, like, I can't tell to regular people in my life. And advice that, like, would be considered rude. You know what I mean? But it's loving. It's out of a place of love. Kind of like wear deodorant. Like, yes, you need to wear deodorant at night. Yes, after you shower, you need to put on DO. Shower, DO. Shower, DO. Yes, you need it. It's not wasteful, babe. You need it. And yes, it does work. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm just saying it because I love it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a privilege that I don't take lightly, that I get to do on here. And I intend to use my powers for good. Let me cut these, though. Oh, where's my little scissors, man? There they are. I don't know if I've ever done this on a long form before where I cut my lashes. I feel like I've done this on live so many times, but not on long form. Okay, so I'm going to take this and kind of like measure it. And see that? So I'm just going to pinch it. And then I like to cut it kind of like at an angle. I don't know why. I just feel like it, I don't know, use it like a flare, like that on the end. Do you see that? It's kind of like flared on the end. Geez, I need a camera that autofocuses. I also want a camera that's like really, really small that I can like take places with me. So like y'all can come with me because I feel like that'd be really cool. So I feel like this is definitely a better length for me now. So then you can measure each eye individually, but what I like to do is I like to just sandwich them together and then just trim them so they match. But you do want to make sure that you're trimming from the right place. Do you see how the lash is tapered inwards? It gets smaller as it comes into the inner part. You never want to cut that off. Because I don't know if you've ever seen someone wear some crazy lashes. I mean, it's a specific look. It's a specific look. Some people like it. It's fine. I'm never going to diss anybody's personal style. But like lashes that like are super, super long and there's no tapering in here, they just look really like cartoon-like. Like, what's Donald Duck's girlfriend's name? I forget. Daisy Duck. You know what I'm talking about. But it gives you that like really like cartoon like fake. They do look fake. But if that's what you're going for, that's cool. But you don't ever want to strip the lash of its natural taperage inwards. So when you trim the lash, you always want to trim it from this side. So when you do the sandwich method, let me show you. Here's the lash that's already cut. And a lot of times when I am wearing a lash for the first time, like when it's brand new, like from the jump, it does take me a couple of times to get the length right. Okay, so this is the tapered side of the new lashes. You do want to pay attention to this because I got this wrong before. Because it is opposite. So like this is the long piece right here, right? And this is the short piece. Because they're from opposite eyes, you know? So you don't want to, this one is trimmed from this side, but you don't want to trim this one from this side because this goes like this on this side, if that makes sense. I think I'm over explaining it and y'all are probably going to get confused. But anyways, so I'm just going to match these up like corner to corner. And obviously this one, see the one in the back, is longer than this one. So we're just going to take that and delete the difference so they're the same size. So the part that's hanging off, we're just going to cut it. And sometimes, like I said, I have to cut these again. I think a lash that is too long looks worse than a lash that is too short. With a lash that's too short, you could always cover it up with eyeliners and stuff, you know? Anyways. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this eyeliner trick. I learned this from watching Miss Brooke Monk, who is a TikTok queen. This is Revlon Micro. I love this stuff. This is the best liquid liner. And I only do this on the inner part of my eyes, and you're going to see why in a second. I don't know if I've explained this on long form before, but I've definitely explained it on live. So you're just going to take this. And just line it up to your inner corner like that. And do you see the difference after? Before. After, before. It's very, very, very slight, but it's there. It just gives you a little bit of oomph of definition, and it's going to make a million... Stop, stop, stop. Get down. Get down. Oh, this crackhead, I swear. I swear, girl. Anyways, it's going to make a million miles of difference when you're wearing lashes. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, but in person, like if the corner of your lash is just sticking out just a little bit, which oftentimes they do, and it doesn't have a color underneath it, it's just going to look extra super fake and like not glued down. You know what I mean? And when you're going to wear a lash, you want to wear it right, girl. So that's why you got to have the liner down underneath it. But since we are going for a softer line look today, I'm not going to line it all the way through. Just on this part. And y'all will see when I put the lashes on that it is tea. You want me to wear a COVID mask? No, we're already social distance. Sorry, I'm just responding to something that was in the chat. I feel like I'm talking to the same person. You just have different accounts. Are you chronically online, Miss Jade? I'm chronically online too, girl. I get it. I get it. I step one toe out my house and I'm like, ooh, this is why I don't leave the house. I step one little toe out my house and I'm like, woo, that's enough. This is why I don't leave the house, girl. So I was chased in my car yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to tell the full story, but this lady, she got real mad. She freaking tailgated me. And like, I was in the truck. But she was in a little car, but I was scared. You know, you never know if people are strapped. You know what I mean? Like, it was freaky. I called 911. But luckily, I don't know if, like, I didn't realize this in the moment, but like, I purposely didn't drive in the directions of my house. I'm like, you're crazy. I'm not showing you where I live. But, and this is not the first time this has happened in my town. But again, why I don't leave the house. What was I gonna say? Oh, I drove past, because like, when someone follows you like that, never drive home. Always drive to the police station. Like, drive to a fire station or a police station. So I know where my police station is by heart, and I was like, girl, you want to follow me like that? Cool, I'm gonna show you where I live, which is the police station. But anyways, so I was driving in the direction of the police station, and like, one of my neighbors is a cop, and he had his cop car out front, and then she literally and like pulled into another driveway and like turned around and like left me the heck alone. So I don't know if it's because of the cop car or if she just realized she was being crazy. But yeah, that was pretty scary. That happened yesterday. But I was like, this is why I don't leave my house. This is why. Also, y'all know that I'm really big on safety. My mom helps me a lot with my YouTube channel. My family, my family and my security team are very, very like active in my YouTube channel. And I'm just waiting for these lashes to dry, by the way. Oh, I should have explained to you what I was doing. This is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. linked on my Amazon, and then I just use the Kiss taffeta. But anyways, I'm really big on safety, and like I really care about my subscribers. I don't consider y'all like fans or followers. Like I consider y'all friends. And like I said earlier, like because of my position, like I get to tell you the stuff that like other people can't really tell you. You know what I mean? Because like you never know who's watching, and like what if the things that I'm telling you like no one has ever said. You know what I mean? Like that's not a normal thing to come up in conversation. But like, what do you do if you're being chased in a car? You know what I mean? Like that's not normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. So if you have a car that has like a GPS system within the car, you know what I mean? Like if your car has like a little computer in it, and like you can put addresses in it and tell you where you're going and stuff like that. Don't put your address in there. Don't do that. Don't set your home as home. Set it as the nearest police station or fire station. That way, if anybody like ever gets into your car or you know what I mean, then it's like, oh yeah, cool. This is where I live. Try and show up. Try and show up and see what happens. Yeah. So that's another safety tip. And also like because like I know me, like when I get off the highway and I get into my town, like I know where everything is. You know what I mean? But like if I'm you know what I mean? Like you're trying to go from like Los Angeles to like Arizona and you live in Arizona, like you know what I mean? Like you know your way around your little town, but you don't know your way around LA. And like the way that you'll drive from LA to your police station is the same way that you're gonna drive to your house. You know what I mean? Like you would pick the closest police station to your house. Like when you're that far away, the different address doesn't matter. If that makes sense. So, safety tips. Hi, Vanna. Just waiting for these to dry. So with lashes, you don't want to wait too long for them to dry, but you also don't want to wait not long enough. So it's like the sweet spot. So this glue, when it starts to turn clear, that's when they're ready to put on. I'm going to use my designated sheet mascara. This is Lash It Loud by e.l.f. So I use the term designated sheet mascara because I have a variety of mascaras. I know it sounds a little silly, but it's true. I ain't wasting no expensive mascara if I'm gonna just put on a lash. You know what I mean? Because the fake eyelashes are gonna do the heavy lifting. You don't need to worry about your natural ones. You just need to make sure that they're black so they match. So, that's what I'm doing. So I recommend having 2 different mascaras, one for when you wear lashes and one for when you don't. So that way you're not using an expensive product when ain't nobody even gonna see it. You know what I mean, girl? That's silly. Don't be doing that. Lush Life giving me a rush. Hey! We got a queen in the chat who knows her music. We love it. We love it. I hope that y'all long form people don't like don't get irritated with my little mentions of live when you see the video. But let me know. Let me know. Okay, so we're just going to set this down in the middle of the lash first. See, I have it flipped up. This is how you want to put it on. This is how you put on the lash. Flip it up. Set her down. Just like that. This is the position that you want the lash in. Because you want the lash to be glued on like this, not this. Do not glue a false eyelash in the same position as your regular eyelashes because you'll glue it down like this and it'll look funky. It won't make you look more awake. It'll make you look asleep or something. I don't know. Stop, stop, stop. Why are you walking all over my stuff? My cat's being crazy. Okay, so now we're going to take the outer corner. We're going to adjust her. She's adjusted. And then we're going to adjust the inner corner. And it's okay if the outer part moves a little bit when you're adjusting the inner part. I'm just going to like flip it up into place like that. Okay, and it's okay that it's white. Glues that are clear dry white. And I mean, glues that dry clear appear white before they're dry. That's what I meant to say. Oh, also these are my pliers. You're always going to get a better lash application if you use pliers or tweezers. I like these better because they're plastic. If you poke yourself in the eye, you're not going to hurt yourself. Poke yourself in the eye with these. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. Call the optometrist. I don't know. Like, they're sharp. My mom always said this to me. She always said, you only get 2 eyes. That's it. Just remember, your cousin has a glass eye. This is a true story. So, I call these pliers. They're like lash applicators. I got them in with a set of lashes that I got at Burlington. But anyways, I'm going to do this eye. The next eye, not back. I need to stop talking so fast. When I'm live or when I do like long forms, like my voice gets really groggly. Like it gets like really like rough. And like, because I talk like this. You know what I mean? And like, I love Britney Spears. I love her so much. And I feel like we're soul sisters. I know that's like kind of creepy and like parasocial of me. Brittany, if you see this, I really don't mean it creepy. I'm serious. Like, that's why I always say I feel like. Because I don't know for sure. Because I don't know Brittany. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I don't know Brittany. And I'm not trying to be one of those weird people. But anyways, I was watching interviews of her. And like, and like Ariana Grande does this too. Like, they talk like more soft. Like in interviews. And like, I know like even on here if I whisper or I like sing really soft, the microphone will pick up on my voice. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to put that much like oomph behind my voice when I speak, but I'm so used to like projecting because I was always told as a kid that like mumbling is bad and like my mom hates when people mumble. She's like, I hate when people mumble. Like speak up. If you got something to say, speak up. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's like I was always taught to like speak from my gut, like to put it out there so people can hear it. You know what I mean? But like, it's not like I'm preaching the sermon at church or something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, here on the internet, I'm the only one in this room, y'all can hear me. You know what I mean? Like, I need to stop doing that, and I tell myself, I think about it a lot, I'm like, I need to train myself to, like, talk better, and even now my voice is, like, groggly, because, like, when I watch these interviews, like, it's Brittany especially, she'll be like, yeah, like, I'm from Kentwood, because she's from Kentwood, Louisiana. I know so much about Brittany, it's not even funny. Don't even get me started. But, like, they, like, talk, like, up in this part of their voice, and, like, that is, it's unnatural for me. It's unnatural for me to talk way up here, because I want to talk way down here, because that's what's natural. I am a trained singer, so I know how to, like, do little tricks in my voice and, like, try out different placements and stuff. And I know about, like, vocal anatomy and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff that they teach, all that weird stuff they teach you when you sing. But I know that, like, Ariana Grande, like, she does the same thing. She, like, there's an interview of her where she's literally saying, like, I'm trying to speak with better vocal placement so I don't hurt my voice. I can't even do it. I'm speaking with a little bit of a higher vocal placement so I don't hurt my voice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to speak like that. I don't know. Needs more work, I guess. It needs more work, I guess. Is that how they do it? They talk way up here? Like, talking way up here makes me feel like I'm going out of breath. Just like I don't like to sing with my head voice. Like sing like la la la, like way up here where it's all soft. Because it feels like too soft and weird. Like I can't control it. I don't know. I'm not making any sense. If you're a singer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're not, you're like, well, what is this girl saying? Basically, in singing, you have, like, your chest voice, like, your, and then you have, like, your head voice, which is, like, your, and, like, yeah, you can mix the two, and, like, it's not really two voices, it's just one voice, blah, 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 but, like, don't tell me that it don't feel different when you're singing, like, Happy Birthday versus, like, some, like, hi, Mariah Carey stuff, you know what I mean? The two feel different. Head voice, chest voice, duh. So I think that speaking with a different placement is probably the same, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to do this lash. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm just remembering? I'm going to put this on my long form. You know what I'm just remembering? I changed my sheets. Why do every time I change my sheets, well, most times, I do it at a really inconvenient time. And then I remember when I'm mid activity, or like I've done it, oh, y'all know that I've been a server, and that's the worst. When I'm like working my butt off at work and like getting people refills, getting people blah, 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 blah. And I'm working my butt off, and there's like 8 large parties that came in, and I am just exhausted. And then I come home, and guess what? There ain't no sheets on the bed. Oh, talk about rage bait. Talk about rage bait, girl. Okay, we're gonna put this lash on. I'm gonna do it so y'all can see it. Okay. So set it down in the middle. Now we're gonna adjust the outer corner. Like so. You know what I also need to do? I need to put my quilt in the, actually, no, I don't. I have a different one that I can sleep with. Ooh, I have a revelation that I had the other day, by the way, that I want to share with you girls. I can't have a conversation, at least not on camera, without thinking about 3 different things at once. My brain does this all the time, even when I'm not on camera, but like, when I'm in person, I can like hide it, and like someone's like trying to tell me something, and I'm like, my brain is like, and I'm like, focus, 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 focus. Like, repeat the words that they're saying in your head as they come out of their mouth. Like, listen, Ashley, listen, 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 be present. Literally me inside my mind all day long. I have a revelation, but I'm gonna share with the long form. So I have a revelation that I made this week. I guess this makeup tutorial is more so like a FaceTime makeup tutorial. Like, it feels like we're on FaceTime, we're just talking and hanging out. Because I had a revelation that I made the other day, and because I have a quilt that I have from Target. If you've watched my videos, like, you've probably seen it. It's like just a white quilt, and it's like textured. But I've realized that I sleep better. Y'all know that I'm chronically hot. I don't care how cold it is outside, girl. I am chronically hot. I'm always on fire. That's just the way I am. Anyways, I realized that I sleep better with like an old school quilt. So like, one thing about my granny is she loved quilts, and she has a big collection, and we have like all the quilts here. And my great granny or great great granny or somebody, girl, she has a quilt, and it was made out of all her dresses, and it's like super old, like I'm talking like 1 or 2 centuries ago old, but it is the most comfortable thing. You get the best sleep of your life, and it's like kind of ripped in places, but it's good because like the air can come, and you have like airflow, and like when you put it around you and you like turn and stuff, it like kind of creaks, like you can hear the threads like creaking and breaking. I know. But like, it's so satisfying, and I'm like, you know what I need to do? I need to just go to Goodwill or like, I don't know, like eBay or something, girl, some kind of thrift store, whatever, and like find me a old tattered quilt. You know what I mean? Like, the more ripped up, the better. You know what I mean, girl? And like something I can like put around me and like stretch and like hear the threads go. And I feel like I will start sleep, like, I feel like I already sleep pretty good, but I feel like I could sleep a lot better. And like, I don't want to use the quilts that I have because they're like family heirlooms, you know what I mean? And like, I'm somebody that fake tans, and I like need to wash stuff like a lot. And also the tossing and the turning and the threads and the anyways, I don't know if that made any sense, but the girls will get it like I always say. I don't know who that is. I don't know who you're talking about. Elaborate, please, ma'am. I'm gonna continue to finish my dinner. Now I'm gonna take one of my other secret weapons. So basically, in my early days, I'm still trying to eat. I'm sorry. In my early days of doing makeup, I was really obsessed with like having big eyes and like having the biggest eyes possible. So I did a ton of research. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I did a ton of research on like how to make your eyes pop. Pop and look bigger and stuff like that. And I learned this technique, and I also learned that the Victoria's Secret Angels do this. If you're watching my YouTube channel for a long time, you know that like that's like one of the ways that I learned to do makeup when I really started to take it seriously, is I started learning how the Victoria's Secret Angels do their makeup. Like if you're new to makeup, like watching Victoria's Secret tutorials is like one of the easiest things to follow, and they're so simple, and they will literally look good every single time. Like they're so natural, so flattering to everybody. I highly recommend. I feel like a lot of my Ashley looks, like when I'm just doing my makeup like I am today, and I'm not like copying a celebrity or whatever, or a look from Pinterest, like it probably like defaults to like what I learned from Victoria's Secret tutorials in my early days. But anyways, girl, let me show you. This is why they do this. This is Milk by NYX. I literally use it when it's down till it's down to the nub, because this thing is just so dang useful. So let me show you. Look at that. Maybe that's a little bit thick here. If you put it on too thick, just kind of like, yeah, look at that. Again, it's subtle. It's subtle, but you know what I always say? Like, anybody who you see, you're like, dang, like she looks good. Like, dang, that girl is gorgeous. Like, dang, she has it together. She's so cool. It's a lot of little bitty tweaks that make someone have their look. You know what I mean? No one hops out the womb looking like that. It just don't happen. Get that out of your head. Like, you are just as good as that girl, that girl, that girl. And I mean it. It's true. Because that overall look, that overall package, that's a little tweak here, a little tweak there. You know what I mean? That's highlights, that's fake tan, that's lashes, and it didn't happen overnight. It was, you know what I mean? Like little bits of effort over time. That's how she created her whole look. And that's what, I guess, kind of what we're talking about today. So now I'm gonna do my other eye. Voila. And it just makes your eyes look so much more like open. I don't know if we're gonna do a bottom mascara today or not. I typically don't wear bottom mascara. I don't know, I got in this habit of not doing it. I think a couple years ago TikTok was like, bottom mascara is out, it's canceled. I was like, oh, it's canceled, we're not doing it no more. And then I kind of like was like, I guess it kind of like does like pull down the eye. It gives it more definition, but like sometimes I just want that like wide open awake look. You know what I mean? Thank you, Vanna. Okay, I don't think I'm going to finish this chicken. I think it's just going to be too much. But I am going to eat some more potato. Even though I don't feel like eating, I know that it's going to be good for me, because you need food. You know what I mean? How should I start this video? I haven't even thought about like what I'm gonna title it. How to have I don't know, I could say like how to have a glow up in 2026, because I feel like, you know, New Year, New Me is like really popping right now, but like but like I'm not doing like glow up tips for all over, you know what I mean? Like I'm just doing like a makeup look. So ew, what is that noise? I kind of want a hot tea. I already had a hot tea today, but I want another one. You know, I want one of those like electric kettles where you push the button and then it goes and that boils water instantly. I love that. I don't need that, but I think it's very cool. Okay, we got a lot. Can I finish this makeup? Because you know what? I have to straighten my hair. Oh. Okay. Now I'm going to go with my nose contour. I have been so obsessed with nose contour lately, girl. Contour. So I'm going to just take, this is my really old Dollar General Wet n Wild palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm just taking the darker color right now on like a, I don't know, fluffy brush. And, open. I like this mirror anyways. Ooh. Ew, 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 ew. I have, hold on. I have like glasses marks on the side of my nose still. Because when I had my church Zoom meeting, I wore my blue light glasses. But anyways, so what was that? The way that I think about this is I think about drawing a number 11 on my nose. And I learned to do this by using this filter on TikTok. So filters are not always bad. Filters can actually teach us a lot of different stuff about makeup if you use them correctly. And like, I don't know, I feel like feeling like you have to have a filter on all the time is not good. But like, it's cool to kind of swipe through them and be like, oh, like I never thought of putting my contour there. You know what I mean? Like I never thought of like putting my blush that high up. You know what I mean? And it like really makes a difference in the like your overall presentation. You know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, like little tweaks. But anyways, I just do kind of like a number 11 right there. And then I go, and then I don't connect it. I used to go all the way down my nose like in a line. But I like it like this. Like, and then this line just going straight. And this is from like the prettiest filter ever, which is the Pretty Babe filter. It can look really fake though, you know? And I feel like sometimes like as humans, like we can't tell when stuff doesn't look good on us. You know what I mean? Because like I like am besties with a lot of beautiful girls. Hi, if you're from here on TikTok. And sometimes when I see people use a lot of filters, I'm like, I know that you're bad, girl. I know that you're bad. Like, you are so beautiful. But, like, what is that big old fake filter doing on your face? You know what I mean? And, like, I went through, like, a huge filter stage myself. But, anyways, I learned what I could from it, and I recovered. But, anyways, girl. So, recovery is possible, girls. Filter recovery is possible. I'm taking this little triangle thing, and I'm gonna just... So, some people think, if you're new to nose contouring, that the magic is in the dark shade. That is incorrect. The magic is actually in the light shade, because if you apply a dark shade way over here and thinking it's going to shrink your nose, it's going to make your nose, the bridge of your nose look wider, because you know what I mean? You're like making it wider. But if you apply it more on the top of your nose and then you take the light shade and you actually put it on the side of your nose, it tricks the eye into making the eye think that this part of your nose is a part of this part of your eye, because you're making it one color. So it actually snatches the nose, which we love it. Love that. So we're just going to keep snatching. And then I just blend it into the under eye. I don't know what I should call this. Soft glam? Whatever I call this, I'm going to call it. And then if y'all have a better idea of what it could be called, put it in the comments, because I don't know. I feel like that's one of the hardest things about doing YouTube, is deciding what I'm going to call stuff. And also, like, my thumbnails. Also, what is with the thumbnail situation with my last two videos? Come on, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I was really proud of that Grinch thumbnail. Okay? I really liked it. And I don't know if the algorithm just didn't push it, or, like, what happened, but, like, nobody watched it. I don't even think that video got 100 views. But yet, this rando thumbnail that I took with the front camera of my phone on Snapchat, like, that video hit the algorithm right away. Like, the classic Christmas makeup, that one performed pretty well. So, I don't know what the deal was with that. I did have a sound problem in my Grinch makeup look, so maybe it was that. So now I'm going to take this skinny little brush, and then I'm just going to, like, re-emphasize the center of the nose. You kind of want, like, a exclamation point. Because this kind of makes you look you have a button nose. So putting the contour here, like, shrinks it. And then it also shrinks the size of the nose. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but hear me out. Hear me out, besties. Okay, I think now we're going to finally do lips, even though we are a little bit out of order because I'm not done with the face yet. But oh no, where's my lip liner? Did I already lose it? I wonder if in the future we're gonna see people live stream with like 2 cameras, like one for their face and then one for their hands, so y'all can see like what's in front of me. That would be kind of cool because then y'all could like help me find stuff. Because I feel like I lose stuff every live stream, and like y'all could be like, "It's to your right." No, Ashley, it's right in front of you. What the heck? I bet. Yep, I put it right here. This is my favorite lip liner ever. This is Totally Toffee by Maybelline. Oh, I didn't do that. So this is the method that I like to use to line my lips. So make an X. And then with the corners of the lip, you kind of want to think about straight lines that do this and this. So think about the lines in your keyboard, like the slashes. And like, I don't know if my finger actually does that when I'm lining it, but that's what my brain thinks about, and it helps me get the right lip line. So. Maybe I should call this like everyday makeup. It's not everyday though, but it is. Like when I was a server, like this was my go-to make. Like this is how I've been doing it. Like I'm sorry, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to stand around. I'm here to make munties, girl. But one thing I do try to do though is I only overline on the tips of the lip, like the upper part, the cupid's bow, and then the lower part, and then on the sides I keep it like really like tight to the lip, not overdone on the sides, because I just feel like that's how you get looking crazy, girl. I don't want that. I learned how to line my lips from Mario Badescu, who is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. See how I'm like drawing this lower than my real lip? That's what we want. But only on the very, very top of the lip and the very, very bottom. The rest I try to keep like tight to the lip. Okay, this was what I initially planned on doing today, but I'm a little scared. Let me show you. This is the CoverGirl Lip Plumping Clean Fresh Yummy Plumper Gloss in the shade Beach Chill My Heart. If you've watched me on live, you've seen this a million times. I love this stuff because it's plumping, but it also it has like a cooling sensation instead of a spicy. And like y'all know me, I'm always, always, always hot, so I will take anything that's cold, frigid, or freezing as I can. But it is like pretty pigmented and very pink, so we're gonna see how I like this. I am fake tan today. This is like day 1 of my fake tan, so like it is at its peak right now, so I'm kind of thinking that this shade will look good today. I have worn it when I was pale, but it can look like very, very, very pink and very corally when I'm pale. And it's just, I don't know, you have to be wanting that look. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want like more of like a pale pink lip, and I wouldn't call it a pale pink when I'm tan, but I don't know. Y'all will see when I put on like my contour and bronzer and everything that it, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Wait, do I want to do a little, I don't know, y'all know that I've been addicted to MAC All I Want lipstick. It just like gives like this like highlighted effect, like this spotlight to the center of the lip. So we'll see if I make it to the end of the video without putting it on. So not making any promises. I might, but we'll see. So now we're going to do this technique that I call the snatch. If you watched my previous videos, you know that I love the snatch. I'm going to, again, take this contour shade, and then I'm going to start applying it in this general area. I'm also going to put some up here. I used to never do that, but from using that filter, it made me, it made me realize that like putting a little bit of tan shade right there, like, I don't know if it makes your face look like more cutesy, but I really liked it. Oh, and I still don't have anything on my forehead, so we're gonna fix that in a second. Just put it under the jawline. So what I call the snatch, it's basically applying a lighter bronze color in a general area to kind of give the face a little bit of definition, and then applying a darker bronzer color more precise. So that way it just it gives you like a natural fade. Not natural, more gradual fade to your contour, and it just makes you look snatched. So I call it the snatch. I don't know if anybody else calls it that, but that's what I call it. I made it up. It's called the snatch. So I'm going to take this brush, and then this is e.l.f. Camo Foundation in the shade 425N. And it's a lot darker than the stuff I used before. So get a little bit, and we're just gonna, you kind of want to, so you want to shoot for right here. This is your cheekbone. You kind of want to feel for it. That's where you want to apply your bronzer. I mean your contour. But if you put it right on it, like under it, which is your target where you want it to end up, it's going to end up too low. So you want to apply it above, and then as you blend it, it will naturally move downwards. So I'm going to get that nice and sharp. Yeah, do you see that? Okay, I'm going to do the other side. I'll do it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm doing. So again, put it on the upper part. Yes, I'm still alive. I got off to go to my church's Zoom. Okay, I am back. Now you can see it from both sides. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. So I'm going to be using my favorite blush today, and that is it my favorite? I don't know. It's one of my favorites. It was like, I was obsessed with this for a good long while. I guess I will say that. I have many favorites. Well, I don't know, maybe it's my favorite. Maybe it is. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've been on here for a while now. Meaning I've been filming for a while, so. This is CoverGirl Classic Pink. My granny loves this shade. So I'm just going to apply it like this. And then kind of on the apples of my cheeks. And then blending it out, up and out. And this just makes the face look very like healthy, very alive. I don't know. I know this might sound a little bit like trying to word this correctly. A little bit, what am I trying to say? Cocky, conceited, but y'all ever take like a really good selfie? You take like a really good selfie, and I feel like it's one thing to take a really good selfie, right? You take a really good selfie and you're like, that's a good picture of me. I like that. That's what I actually look like. Even if it's not. But, and then look back at it and be like, yeah, I thought that was a good picture when I took it, but it doesn't. But it's not, rather. But when you take a good picture and you're like, dang, that's a good picture, and then a couple years go by and you're like, that's a really good picture. That's still a really freaking good picture of me. So I took this one picture, this specific car selfie of myself before, on my way to a serving shift, and I had my makeup done with this blush, and I was like, that is it. I had this blush on, lashes, like a full face like I have now, and then I had on the same, like the same technique of using the white eyeliner, and I was like, that's it. That's my look. And I found that picture the other day, and I was like, I'll put it in here somewhere if I find it, if I can show it to y'all. And I was like, this is something that I always need to come back to, and I need to never stop doing that makeup look. Like, this is gonna stay on the rotation because this is it right here. This is it. But anyways, let's move on to this forehead. Hi, Lily. I'm doing something different today. I'm doing a long form and a live at the same time. So, y'all are seeing the behind the scenes of my filming right now. Alright, so we're going to do the forehead. I always do it last because, as you can tell, I'm very expressive with my brows as I talk, and when I do my eyes, I tend to also raise them, and it increases my forehead. So, this is the same thing that I used earlier, 220 Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. I love this stuff. It just has a glow. If you saw me put it on my face earlier, like, I just feel like the glow from this product is undeniable. Like, it is, like it's almost like it's infused with pearl. Like, they crushed pearls up and like put it in this stuff. Like, y'all have got to get some from my Amazon storefront. Like, it is so good. Like, even if you don't do a lot of makeup and you just wear like mascara and lip gloss with this stuff, like, it will make your skin look so healthy. Like, girl, best foundation. I don't even know if it's considered a foundation because it's a skin tint, but anyways. And yes, this brush is a, oh, y'all didn't see me do my face. That's right. The long form people didn't see me do my face. Sorry. Check out my live if you want to see me do my face. But, this is what I have all over my face. The same shit. You didn't miss much because, like, I feel like I do my foundation. I've done my foundation on my last 2 long forms. So, you could also see me do it there. I don't know. Sometimes for a long form, I feel like a foundation routine is a little bit redundant. Because, like, it's always the same, you know what I mean? Not always, but when you get into the groove of something you like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, I like the way this looks. I'm not going to change it, you know what I mean? Like, the colors of the eyeshadow and the eyeliner might change, but the foundation pretty much stays the same. But if you're, like, first getting into makeup and, like, you're wanting to, like, really, like, sickeningly, like, not, like, those of y'all who live in small towns like me and, like, are not up in the lingo, sickening is a good thing. Sickening is a good thing. If you want to look like crazy, like, glow up queen, like, amazing, focus your energy on learning about face products, like complexion products, like foundation and concealers. Start there. Like, how to make your face look smooth, how to make it match your body, like, how to keep it on all day, like, how to keep it looking fresh all day. Like, focus there, and then later the blush and the eyes and the lips, all that stuff comes later, but you have to get the foundation down to make the biggest difference in your makeup. Like, that is the truth. That is just the truth, my girl. I'm gonna take a very dirty pawpaw and just go over, and this is a dry pawpaw. I'm not really, like, using a dry sponge on purpose. I just kind of was lazy and I forgot to wet it today, so we're just using a dry, but yeah. I like the technique of putting it on with a brush and then just dabbing it with a But I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my nose contour with this, and then I'm going to set my forehead. And I feel like a broken record. I've said this so many times, but in case it's your first time with me, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you again, girl. The best way to set your foundation for it to be flawless and last you all day and all night is primer, foundation, setting spray, not powder. And then let the setting spray dry down, and then set the setting spray with powder, girl. That is the secret sauce. That's how you're gonna make yourself look photoshopped in person with makeup on, girl. That is how you're gonna, if you're a server, that's how you're gonna be able to run in and out of that dish pit, and your face is gonna stay locked in place, girl. Like, I'm telling you, this is the best way. I know it sounds a little weird, like, what do you mean powder my setting spray? But you'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. And this is e.l.f. Microfine Stay All Night Setting Mist. This is my favorite setting mist as of lately. If you are, I will say, if you're serving, if you're doing a job that's like very physical like that, I really recommend, what is it called? Milani Make It Last Matte, isn't that what it's called? The black one. That stuff is like glue. But, I don't know, it is very like matte. So, do with that as you will. But this one is my favorite right now. I just feel like it's not too matte, it's not too glowy, it's not too greasy. Like, it is just right. Is that war paint? Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna start heating up my straightener though and straighten this hair. You used to wear war paint? Cool. I love meeting other makeup lovers. So this is the straightener that I'm going to be using today. This is the Remington Shine Therapy, and it is like, I think this is the thicker one, like the 3-inch or whatever. So I'm gonna just turn her on. I always use it at 370. I don't know. I'm gonna be trying out a new heat protectant today. What time is it? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. So, if you look at your phone, like really look at your phone screen, right? Like really look at your phone screen. Depending on the kind of phone you have, you're gonna have numbers either on this side or on this side, right? Right, now stay with me. Those numbers actually are the time. I know, crazy, but like say like, if you say like, oh, dinner's at 6, when those numbers say 6, that's when dinner starts. I know, insane. Feathered style. Yeah, I do want to cut more face framing layers the next time I cut my hair. But I need to get my, heat protectant. Oh, where did it go? No. Where is it? Where is she? Oh, it's right behind my iPad. Duh. Hi, Kinsley. Okay, we're going to be using this one today. Oh, hold on. We're going to be using this heat protectant today. This is the Garnier Fructis Flat Iron Protector. Oh my gosh, do I even have a brush in here? I do. It's over here. Wait. Let me stop my big camera recording. Oh, where's my brush? Okay. There we go. Now we have a brush. Okay. Just brush my hair out. This is not even my brush. So we're going to pause from the hair really quick, and we're going to go back in with this. Wet n Wild. This is, y'all haven't seen me do this, I keep forgetting. This is what I set my face with. So remember what I said, prime, foundation, and setting spray, and then setting powder? Now we're going to use this. So, where's my little thingy? My little triangle thing. Where is she? There she is. I have like a million of these. I don't know why I always insist on using the same one. So we're going to get some powder, and then we're just going to set the forehead in this. I think the reason that this works, and by the way, if it shows up, don't mind, because it's literally translucent, meaning clear powder. So I think the reason that this works is that the setting spray locks it in, and then you're creating this layer of powder, this very fine layer of powder on the surface of your skin. So when the old comes out of your pores, girl, by the way, I'm going to just this a little bit with this because I applied the powder a little thick. You're creating a layer of old that sits on your pores, sits on the surface of your skin, and as your pores naturally secrete old throughout the day, the powder is already there, ready to go, and can absorb it and keep your face looking fresh and looking fine and fresh all day long, bestie. My channel's for the girlies. Hope that helps. Sorry, someone just in the chat being like, I don't understand why someone's doing their makeup. I'm here for the girlies. I'm here for the girlies. I'm here to help the girls. Like, I can't stop anyone from watching my channel, but like, my channel's for the girls. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like going to a donut store and being like, I hate donuts. It's like, do you know where you are? Do you know where you are, babe? You at the donut store, looking a little crazy, complaining about donuts when you went to the donut store. But, oh, I didn't explain what I'm doing. This is that e.l.f. powder foundation, again, the dark one. And then I just take it about this far down my forehead. And then I guess I will dust off my nose, like this. And then the worst part about doing like makeup tutorials is like the first part of the video that y'all see is like the last thing that I'm doing, because like I usually film my intros in full makeup. By the way, this is the Heartbreakers highlighter. Put some on my finger, and then we're just gonna make a little a little what was that? That was attractive. Exclamation point. And that's the nose. Okay. Hair. Anyways, so this is the face. Now we're gonna go to hair. Maybe I should zoom you out. This camera is like really zoomed in on my face. Take it down a little bit. There. Hello. Okay, now y'all are back in like somewhat normal vision, you know? So now I'm just gonna start sectioning off my hair and spraying it with heat protectant and then straightening it. I might just like kind of speed past this in long form because it's kind of boring, but like if you want to see like what I was talking about when I was actually doing this in real time, go watch my live. The live will definitely be like linked either in the description or the comments. Oh my gosh, look how dark my hair is under here. I really want to add more blonde in my hair. Okay. Garnier Fructis flat iron protector. So, okay, here's a quick fact about heat protectors. So, I've been finding myself like getting more and more into hair lately. I've never really been a hair girl. I've always been a makeup girly. But lately I've been getting into hair. Like, I've really never given a rip about my hair. Like, people are like, oh, your hair, your hair this, your hair that. But, like, I don't know, I'll throw it up in bun or something. I only care what my face looks like. You know what I mean, girl? But I've been getting more into it lately. You know what I mean? Because hair is, like, part of the whole package. But anyways, here's something about heat protectants that I learned recently. If the heat protectant is, like it makes the hair wet, this is not wet. It's old. Let me make sure. Yeah. See, this one can be immediately, so it's a spray mist evenly on dry hair and immediately flat iron. See, it's like, it's an old. It's not a, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm totally tripping, but I think it's an old. It says you can put it right on. But if you notice, other heat protectors say, like, put on the hair and then, like, blow it dry. You know what I mean? So a lot of the heat protectors that are sold at the drugstore and at Walmart are only meant for, okay, well, I hope I'm not frying my hair, but y'all are witnesses if I do. Sorry, I swear that I'm getting to the point. The majority of heat protectants that you see at the drugstore or at Walmart are only meant for wet hair, meaning you can only use hot air on them. You can't use an iron or a curling iron. You can use a Dyson Airwrap or like a blow dryer, you know what I mean, girl? But you can't use a iron, like a flat iron, because it'll fry your hair. Because what you're doing when you apply those, like they come in like lotions or sprays, you're frying your hair, because you should never straighten wet hair, you know what I mean? And those products are water based, so like they fry your hair, you know what I mean, girl? So that's really important to know. So to properly protect your hair with one of those, you would have to put it on after your shower, blow it dry, and then later flat iron it or curl it or whatever you're going to do. I have heard some people say that it, even though your hair is protected, if you have like that heat protectant in it from blowing it dry, it's wise to also use a secondary heat protectant. So like blow it dry with the hair lotion in it or whatever, and then use a oil based or a spray heat protectant that is meant for dry hair for when you're straightening it. If that makes sense. Ew, I'm not liking this stuff. I've never used this stuff before. This is actually my mom's. But the only reason why I'm using it is because I was lazy last night and I was so tired, and I was like, I was so tired last night. I was like, because I meant to fully like blow dry my hair and everything last night because I washed it, but then I was like, there ain't no way. Like, I'm gonna have to get like a one of those dry heat protector sprays and like do it tomorrow, because there just ain't no way, you know? Okay, so basically I'm just like taking little strands of hair. I try to do thin sections, and then I'm just like straightening it, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and straighten my hair, and I'll be back in a second. Okay. Give y'all back your light, and just Kinsley, please read my rules in my description before you type in my chat. I'm not liking this heat protectant. It's like gross. I don't know if this is gonna work, y'all. I need to film that intro for the video that I just did though, so it's gonna have to work, you know? But oh, look at how greasy it is. I think I sprayed it wrong or something. I don't know. It just makes my hair like feel different. I don't know, maybe it'll look better when I have my whole head done. I don't know. Also, my shirts are now available, y'all. If anyone's new. You probably didn't see the beginning of my video, but I have shirts now available on my channel that say No More Keeps 2025. And to the person complaining about me doing my makeup again, I mean, first of all, No More Keeps 2026. Second of all, like I said, I'm here for the girls, help the girlies. And I'm not going to prevent anybody from being on my channel, but like, my videos are quite literally to help the girlies, you know what I mean? So, just know that. Like, that's why I do everything I do. That's why I film the videos I film, because it helps the girlies. So, hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. Okay, I think I sprayed it too heavy when I did the under part of my hair, so let's try it a little lighter. Also, I wonder if I should go ahead and like move my room back together. And I'm gonna have to freaking put my bed sheets on because y'all, I freaking changed my bed. I don't know why I always strip my bed in like the most inconvenient times. Like basically why I changed my bed though is because I fake tanned, and like fake tan stinks. Like I've gone through so many different things of like how to better do that, and like the best way that I can figure out how to fake tan is like whatever night that you're gonna change your bed sheets, that's the same night that you should do your fake tan. Like basically do your fake tan on dirty sheets that you're gonna change anyways. You know what I mean? Because the fake tan is gonna get all over your sheets and it's going to stink. My personal fake tan does not stain my sheets. By the way, if you want to see a video on fake tanning, I have one on my channel explaining how I do my process. I've never had a problem with transfer. Like, it's never, like, gotten on my sheets. But, I was going to say, it does stink, and it has that smell to it. And, basically, like, you put your fake tan on, you let yourself marinate, and then you take a shower, you get that smell off of you when it's fully developed, and then you wash your sheets. Like, that's... Because, yeah, they have, like, express formulas that, like, can only take 3 hours to develop, and those are nice, but, like, I have a full bottle, like, this big of Norvell. It was, like, $70, which is cheap, because it comes in, like, a gallon or something, you know what I mean? It lasts you forever. But... I don't know, I'm kind of light on money right now, so I'm trying to use what I have. But even with the Express though, like if you're gonna walk around with a fake tan on, you have to be so careful that you don't cry, that you don't do the dishes, that you don't eat something and dribble on yourself, you know what I mean? Because like if you get a fake tan wet when it's still developing, you're gonna literally have drip marks of like whatever liquid touched you, you know? So I kind of think sometimes it's easier to just sleep in it so then you don't have to worry about it. And also like a good fake tan is going to be like violet or green, you know? Like my fake tan, I've had it on live before, and like y'all are like, why are you blue? It's because my fake tan is like anti-orange. undertones so it looks more natural or whatever. But a side effect of that is literally when you first put it on, it makes you look blue. Okay. I feel like I'm getting the hang of... Ooh, let me not melt my glasses with my freaking straightener. Let me not. Okay. Also, I am going to be cutting my hair soon. Y'all know that I love to cut my hair. It feels so good to cut my hair. Like, I love, like, freshly cut hair. Like, oh. And it just feels so liberating. It makes me feel like Mulan. You know, she takes the sword and she's like, you sent my father to war. I don't think so. Send me instead. Like, boss babe. We love Mulan. But I'm probably going to cut it, like, because my ends are, like, really, like, you know. So I'm probably going to at least cut it to, like, here. So that way it's healthy again, you know. I guess that kind of is a lot shorter, but whatever. It's hair. It grows back. And then I'm going to, like, make, like, face. I'm going to keep it all one length like it is, and then I'm going to do more face framing. Y'all know that I wanted a last year I wanted a bob. Like, I was like, I really think I want a bob. A creator that I love on TikTok is Keaton Oaks. I discovered her like when I got COVID really bad, and like her videos just like brightened my day. Like, I love her, and like she has a bob. Like, she probably has the most famous bob in the world. Like, she is known for the bob, you know, and like she rocks it. It looks so cute, and like, I don't know. Also, there's this other girl named Tatum Beck who has a bob, and like, it is so like, and like, she's like a big like short hair like advocate person. She's like, I think that girls look prettier with short hair, like, and like there are certain people who look better with short hair. Like, they look younger, like their face, like their whole face brightens up, you know? And like, I just think there's something so cool and clean about short hair, you know? Y'all know that I have an unpopular opinion. This is one of those things like I was talking about earlier. Let me turn on my big camera for this. Put this on here. Okay, hi again. I'm still straightening my hair, but I had a random unpopular opinion like come up when I was live. And I'm still live right now, but I wanted to also let my long form girlies hear it. So here's one of my unpopular opinions. Just like I was saying earlier about the deodorant, you know what I mean? Like, we can talk about a lot of things on here that like you can't really talk about in regular life, you know what I mean? So here's one of those things. I have an unpopular opinion about hair. Some of you are not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but in my opinion, this is the thing that I said about deodorant. I'm sorry, that's a fact. That's not an opinion, that's fact. But the thing that I'm going to say about hair is an opinion. It's just how my eye kind of sees stuff. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay, here it goes. I think hair, it's harder to make hair hair is more easily too long than it is too short. So I think you have a higher probability of like downgrading yourself or like something holding you back from like your full potential by having hair that's too long rather than having hair that's too short. Like, can everybody rock a pixie cut? No. Can everybody rock a bob? No. But I feel like long hair that's long and unkempt and messy looks worse than having a bob that's neat or even like shoulder length hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not like, I don't know. It takes a special your hair has to be the right way, and you have to have the right routine to have hair that's super long, you know? and you have to like have an eye and like know when it's too long. You know what I mean? Because I used to have hair all the way down my back, all the way down to my butt, and I wore it like that. And I remember one day I was at Hollister with my friend on Black Friday, and I remember trying on clothes, and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, my hair's too long. Oh my god, like, what have I been thinking? I literally had an awakening. I wish I had a picture to show you. But like, I was like, this doesn't look good. It looks scraggly, it looks stringy, it looks a mess. And my hair was healthy. It wasn't like I had dead ends or like, it was healthy, you know, but it was just like pulling my whole face down, like my whole, like the hair was too long. And I don't see anybody else talking about this, but y'all know that I'm always here for the girlies. I'm always going to help the girlies. I'm always going to help you level up. And like, this is potentially in your way from leveling up, you know what I mean? And I finally got to the point that like, I cut my hair. Like I cut it. I mean, it was a shock. I mean, I personally loved it because I had more volume, but other people were kind of shocked. But I cut it maybe like up here, which is considered long to some people, but was short to me because I literally had it on my butt. But anyways, the saying, I've been on here for so long, I'm losing my train of thought. What the heck am I saying? Let me find my thoughts again. Oh, I realized that though, because I had so much hair and it was so long, in order for me to style my hair and actually wear it down so you could actually see how beautiful and long it was, which it wasn't that beautiful, it was a mess. It took so much effort and so much work that it was just unmanageable, and I ended up throwing it up in a bun all the time anyways. So if you're just gonna throw your hair up in a bun all the time anyways, since it's so overwhelmingly a lot to even style it, why even have the long hair? You know what I mean? Like, that was my thinking, and I was right. I was right. So sometimes the shorter haircut is the glow up that you need, girl. Like, I'm not saying like go crazy and buzz your hair off. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying do something crazy that you think you might hate just because I said no. But I'm saying maybe try an inch or two. Maybe try 3 inches off. You know what I mean? Like, you might be surprised. But I think that it's more likely that your hair looks like a giant mess, and it makes your over. Remember what I said earlier about having little tweaks? This is one of those little tweaks. It's small, but it can make a big difference. You know, all these little things like the fake tan, the eye makeup, the eyelashes, the lip look, the you know what I mean, the hair, like it all comes together into one final product. You know what I mean? All these little tweaks come together as your whole look. You know what I mean? And this is one of those things. But I think that you're more in danger of downgrading yourself by having hair that's too long than having hair that's too short. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, having hair that's manageable and in control and clean looking is a bigger flex than having hair that's all the way down to your butt. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of upkeep, and you know what I mean? Like, now that I said it, you're gonna notice it. You're gonna notice it on the internet, you're gonna notice it in person. And you're gonna be like, huh. Like, I feel like society programs us to think that like the long hair is everything. And you can never have hair that's too long, but that's not true. Like, your hair can be too long. It can be getting in your way. You know what I mean? So it's important to like be honest with yourself, and also like have people around you that are honest with you. I hope that made sense. Okay, I'm gonna keep straightening and then I'll be back at the end. Okay, I'm back to live. Rant about hair length. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to help the girls. I'm here to help the girlies. I'm here to tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like, telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. Amen? You know? Because I feel like it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're in person with somebody and you're like, girl, your hair's a mess. Your hair's a mess. I feel like you would look a lot better if you would cut 3 inches off. You know what I mean? I feel like that's really rude and that's kind of harsh, even though I'm not true. But I'm in a unique position on here where I can, what did I just do? I'm in a unique position on here where I can drop these truths on y'all and it not be rude, because I can't physically see you, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Not really, I don't know. Hi, girls. See that I have some new besties in the chat. Oh, I just love straight hair, girl. Straight hair just makes me feel like that girl. Oh, I was gonna tell you girls. Maybe I should tell the long form girls too. Sometimes though, when I say stuff like on camera, like it takes me a little bit, like to like mentally digest it so I can form a full thought around it and like how I want to present it to you girls, if that makes sense. But like, y'all know that I had a Zoom for my church today, and there was a lot of like, I love my church, and I grow a lot there spiritually. That's one of the reasons why I love it so much. And they dropped like a really good like nugget of wisdom in the Zoom today, and like I wanted to tell you girls. I literally wrote it down on my phone because I want to like think about it more. But I also wanted to tell you girls. But I think I might tell the long form girls too. So I'm gonna record it in a second. Hi. Okay, I know I'm like, I just was here one layer ago, but I had something else I want to say. So, y'all know that I had a Zoom for my church tonight, and a really cool like nugget of wisdom was dropped, and I wanted to share. I was telling the live girlies about it, so I wanted to share it with you girls as well. So, my pastor said that. Let me read it from my notes so that way I don't get it wrong. It's okay to be busy, but hurriedness is what drains the soul. Like, I was here thinking that it was like, I'm too busy, you know what I mean? I'm too busy, and that's what burns me out and like drains my energy, but like, maybe not, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just that like hurrying to things over and over again. Like, maybe like I can have a full day or a packed schedule, but like allowing myself enough time to get ready, like allowing myself enough time to eat, you know what I mean? Like allowing, you know what I mean? And like I can have a jam-packed day, but be able to move through it like move through it more like with ease, you know what I mean? Like maybe over time I'll become less tired from that. I don't know. Kind of off topic for this video, but I wanted to share. Okay, bye. I'm gonna keep straightening. Okay, I'm back. I'm fully live now. Y'all have my full attention. Okay. Do this again. Cause like y'all know with like me having long COVID, like I try really hard to preserve my energy. Like I try to not, you know, I can't leave the house every day. Like I have to really preserve my energy. And but like what if like it's not having activities itself, it's like hurrying and rushing that's draining. Because like I don't know if I told y'all, but like I'm a chronically late person. I don't like it. I hate it. Like I hate it. Like it's just like the thing with my purse that y'all saw earlier. I'm like, I hate this, and I do it. Yeah, I do it, but I hate it. Why? You know what I mean? I need to work on that. Just like allotting myself enough time to get from point A to point B, and like y'all know that like I help my sorority sister with her consulting company, and like sometimes she has me go on assignments. I'm very blessed that like she like is understanding about me having long COVID and everything, and it's wonderful, and I'm very thankful for that opportunity. But I've learned that like if I like get in my phone and I read all my directions of my assignment and like what I have to do, you know what I mean? Like I get overwhelmed. But like if I just am like, no, let me just get there. Let me just get there. Let me be early, and let me just get in my phone or get in my iPad in my car and then just look it over. And then I can go do the assignment. I can do that flawlessly, but if I get on my phone and I'm in that bed, I will be late, or sometimes I won't even show up because I'll get so overwhelmed that I just can't. I don't know like why I'm like that, but like I just have to be like, nope, I'm just gonna get there. I'm just gonna get up, brush my teeth, have something to eat, and then we're just gonna get there, and that's fine. We're gonna get there. We'll figure it out when we get there, and like it just feels so much easier that way, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's like the hurrying thing, you know. And I feel like I can handle like if it's like 2 days before an assignment or like the day before, like I can handle looking it over beforehand, you know? But like when it's the day of and I'm trying to get ready to leave, I don't know, maybe it's like too much for my brain or something. Like it's too much like thinking about like, okay, I need to brush my teeth. I need to like wash my face. I need to put on my sunscreen. I need to brush my hair. What am I going to wear today? What's the weather like? You know what I mean? Like that's a lot going on in the brain. Like maybe the directions of the assignment on top of it are too much. But I don't know, just like getting there, it's so much easier. I'm like, let me just get there. It just feels so much easier, like so much less overwhelming, and like I wonder if like I could even do this with like school. Like maybe like this is the key with me with school, because like y'all know that I was in school, but I had to quit. Well, I got kicked out last semester because I fainted. Well, I collapsed at school and my mommy had to come pick me up. Thanks COVID. And then my doctor had to write me a note. It was a big thing. But anyways, I decided not to return this semester just because of the up and down nature of my COVID symptoms. But anyways, if you want to learn more about my COVID journey, just watch literally any of my other lives. But what was I saying? Maybe this is the key with me with school though, is like the same thing, because like I do get like really overwhelmed. Like my cousin and I were talking the other day, actually. My cousin that's the fashion designer, the one that I think is going to be a big fashion designer, and like I hope that starts doing content soon. Hello, if you're watching. My cousin actually is viral on TikTok right now. Her video went up to 1 million views. Like, hello, Miss Content Creator, get on it. Don't make me carry this family out by myself. Anyways, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I love my cousin. We were talking the other day, and like she's like, I get so overwhelmed, da da da, and I was like, girl, me too. So maybe it's something that runs in our family. I don't know. I just get really overwhelmed, but like just getting there, just maybe it's because I'm like lightening my load, like giving myself like one thing to do. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna get there. I'm just gonna get there, and I'm not gonna worry about it. And then I'm gonna be early, and then I'm just gonna look it over when I get there, and then I can be successful that way. But like looking it over beforehand, it's just too much, and then it's like I end up late, I end up frantic, I end up this, I end up that. It's too much, you know. I don't know why I get like that. But like maybe when I go back to school, like, and then all y'all are witnesses to that. So like then I can use that method for school too, of like just getting to school early, and then I can just like have myself a little latte and just sit in the car and like review my notes or go to the library or whatever and just like chill. Just like my pastor said, like busyness doesn't drain the soul, hurriedness does. That is so like insightful. Y'all, I love my church so much. If you're currently not going to church, like, girl, I get it. There's a lot of weird stuff out there, but there's a lot of really good churches out there. You know what I mean? And, like, going to church will, like, make a big difference in your life. You just have to apply yourself. So I highly recommend, like, trying to connect with a church in your area and, like get involved. Like, go, like, if I were to ever move somewhere, which, please, Lord Jesus, please. That's what I would do from the jump. I would find a church immediately and like literally go to the pastor, like literally have a meeting with the pastor, be like, hi, my name is Ashley. I would like to be involved here. I'd like to be very involved, actually. I have a lot of problems. I need a lot of support. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Because that's what the church is there for, you know what I mean? That's what they're there for. They're there, a good church is rather, to help you grow in your relationship with Christ. And when you grow in your relationship with Christ, your life just gets better. Like, I don't know. That just is the way it is, girl. Like, you start growing your relationship with Christ, everything just gets better. Everything just gets better. I don't know. You know? No more creeps 2026. No more creeps 2026. Get your shirt today, girls. They are for sale in my channel. Also, I know that I have dudes that watch me. I know that y'all will be watching me. But I did make the shirts unisex. So if you would like a shirt too, get you a shirt. I could have made them all pink, but I didn't. Oh my gosh, I still have to film TikToks. It's not even that late. I'm just a grandma. I like to literally eat. I'm such a weirdo. I like to eat dinner. Speaking of that, oh my gosh, girl. My brain thinks 5 different things at once. Hold on. Yeah, I like to eat dinner in my pajamas. It's just what I like. I like to be ready for bed early, and I like to eat dinner in my pajamas. Like, I like a very, like, this is how I imagine the Kardashians live. I could be totally wrong. I don't know them, so I don't know. But, like, in my mind, on their show, I love their show. Hi, if you're watching. I doubt they're watching, but just in case, you never know. I love their show so much, and my mom and I love to watch it together. And when I see a lot of them at home, like, they're always like in sweats, like just like chilling out, like eating their little Kardashian salads or whatever. And like, I just love that. Like, I love to like be showered and clean and have the house nice and cold, and then have like a sweat set on and like be like eating my little dinner and like watching the sun go down and having a nice like slow descent into bed. Oh, it's making me tired just thinking about it. But that's how I picture that they live, because they have their stuff together. I would like to be the same. I just have to start. I think I'm just naturally nocturnal. I'm just naturally really like nocturnal. And I want to be a morning person. I want to be a morning person so bad. I also think my family is nocturnal, even though they try to act like they're not. The other night, they were moving furniture. It was like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm not even kidding. And I was like exhausted. I was like, whoa. Why are we, I think I posted a Snapchat about, like, why are we doing this? Like, they rage bait me every single day. One thing about Garnier is their stuff smells good. Sorry, my lighting is so weird, y'all. I wonder if, like, I think we should go ahead and move my room back around, because after this, I'm literally gonna film for TikTok and then I'm gonna crash because I'm tired. And, my room, I literally move it around opposite to film. I know that's kind of dumb, but if I would get a better light, I wouldn't have to do that. Sorry, I was just thinking about putting a desk in my room. I just spaced out. I used to do that as a kid. I used to get so embarrassed. My teachers, y'all, the teachers that were in my town as a kid, like, could be in jail. I'm not even kidding. Nasty. Just like nasty. Like, why do you work in education if you hate children? And I'm older now and I still don't understand. Like, why are y'all so freaking nasty? There's so many jobs out there that you don't have to deal with children, yet you picked one and yet you're so nasty. Anyways, I would space out like that as a kid in class, and they would like clap their hands in my face and in front of everybody. It was so embarrassing. I will never hope. I really hope and pray that I never make someone else feel the way that they made me feel. Okay, we gotta move this back around. But anyways, should I tell you now? Maybe I should tell you later. I don't know. My brain does too many things at one time, and I can't keep up. Anybody else have that problem? Let me unplug this, because this is gonna get tangled. Okay, y'all are gonna see this in 1 second. Could you imagine if I was still filming for long form? Girl, what is that? How? Look at this. What is that? It's like a strip of makeup. Did something fall down like on the floor? Girl, I'm sitting in it. I'm sitting in it. Wait, look. This is makeup, by the way, not something else. Look at my chair. Oh, I'm never gonna get to go to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna get wipes. I just got these pants. I sat in it. I sat in it. Why is it right there? That is so embarrassing. How long has that been there? Has that been there the whole time? The whole time? That is so embarrassing. Right when I was talking about being freaking embarrassed in elementary school, I literally... You know what? I'm just gonna get the wipes. I'll be right back. Y'all, I swear. This is like a real sleepover. Like, this is the kind of chaos that happens at a real sleepover. At my house, with my family at least. It's always some chaos, every single time. I'm gonna use this. My cat has destroyed this chair. If you couldn't see, I normally sit on my robe. There we go. But as soon as I can freaking afford it, girl, I'm gonna get another chair. But first, we gotta get out of this town. I'm serious, we gotta get out. I need to get like a cover. No, I don't need to spend any money. Stop that. You have so many blankets, Ashley. You can figure it out with some kind of blanket. What the heck did I sit in? Let me get my robe. Let me sit on this. When I got this chair, though, I didn't have my cat yet, and then he just is kind of like made it his life's mission to destroy it. And like, I would be getting another white leather chair because I do have asthma. Here we go with oversharing again. I do have asthma, and I'm only supposed to have leather or vinyl furniture, so it would be faux leather, of course. I don't do the real leather. But I would cover it. Like I would have a cover on it so that way he wouldn't scratch it, because my cat just loves to sink his claws into the leather. Okay, we were moving this. Okay, so... Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. Oh my gosh. So this is what I was talking about earlier, is this thing. This is my makeup thing. Oh my gosh. This is my makeup thing. Maybe I should go ahead and wipe it down while we're on camera. This is my makeup thingy, and what's it say? I should be recording this for a long form. This is the kind of chaos. I need to use like micellar water. Oh, maybe not. This stuff takes it off good. Because it's like, this stuff is like caked in like makeup, and like the little clumps of eyelash glue are the worst. They get everywhere. I don't know what this live stream is turning into, y'all. First day back on live. Gotta come back in with a bang. Whew. Okay. Put my bra away. Okay, this is the thing that I was talking about earlier, though. I was talking about this thing. Well, I was thinking about it, but that's when I was like, oh, I'm thinking about 5 different things. Let me slow down. I was thinking about this, and then I was thinking about getting a second thingy like this, and then I was thinking about putting a board across the center of it to, like, make a desk. But, again, trying not to spend a lot of money right now. Because I don't have a desk in my room. And I had a meeting with one of my mentors the other day. I was talking about, like, telling me that, like, it's not recommended to, like, be in your bed too much. Like, if I'm not live, I'm, like typically a lot in my bed a lot. Like, granted, I did have COVID really bad, but, like, and I do get fatigued, so I do have to lay down and rest, but, like, supposedly it's not good for your brain, but, like, oh. Sorry, hold on. I'm moving everything back. This is what let me change my shorts, actually. Let me change them right now. I just need, why is my stuff always a mess? So I'm gonna put on these shorts. They're not very cute, but they work. You know what? I have to pee. I'm gonna go pee. Put these on the bathroom. Okay, girl, crisis averted. Let me show you the damage. Why is it also right here? That's so embarrassing. I think it was probably from my, that stuff that I use. What is it called? The, here's my back camera, by the way. This is what it looks like. And I have my Doni battery plugged in. I think it was probably my darker powder foundation that I wear. This is the latest addition to my room. I found this in my garage. I like to prop the truck hood open when I have to change, like, put more oil in the truck, stuff like that. Can y'all even see me? But lately I brought it into my room because my family likes to turn the heat on super, super high, and y'all know that heat makes me feel sick. I just am always literally burning alive, even in the winter. And anyways, this is the perfect height for me to reach up to the to the vent and to shut it off. Because the heat just like blares out of that freaking vent, girl. It makes me feel so sick. But anyways, I put this in my room so that I could like shut my vent, so that way the heat doesn't blare into my room and make me feel sick. Anyways, my makeup is cute. Thank you. Hi, Vanna. Good to see you. We're having a chaotic time at the sleepover once again. I literally almost changed. Y'all, I literally forgot that I was on the internet. Like, I literally am so used to doing this that I feel like I'm in a real sleepover, and I literally almost just, like, changed my shorts on camera. I can't even freaking believe that. I'm like, whoa, actually, whoa. Like, this is the internet. This is the World Wide Web. Like, go change in the bathroom. I'm like, it's just my girls, but like, no, this is open to the whole internet. You can't be like changing. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. See, but if I would get better lighting, then I could have the lighting over here, which is where I normally keep my makeup table, and then I can have it at the desk. I get like a whole filming setup. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of having to move my room around every single time. And here's my air purifier. Turns on like this. Sometimes I forget that it's on, or I keep it on because I need a fan for when I'm live because I get too hot. But that also blows up my face at night because I sleep with 4 fans 365 days a year because I get so hot. But anyways, moving on. Oh. And then this time last year, I went to the endocrinologist, and because I'm so freaking hot all the time, like, surely they'd find something. Nope, everything's fine. I'm totally normal. It's just the way God made me, I guess. Always hot. But y'all know a lot of the small town doctors are. So, you never know. Also, I've been using this thing again. This thing that I told y'all that I was going to find, and I finally found it. I still need to freaking wash it. But I don't know if I like it or not. I find it personally kind of tacky. But it is nice to have my stuff out when I'm like filming. This in my drawer. This is my handy dandy Vaseline. Business cards that I don't need anymore. I have to like talk to a lot of people, like my routine and stuff that I do, so I get like a lot of business cards, but like paper kind of makes me crazy. More people need to have like virtual business cards. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna be glad that I did all this later, even though I feel like really silly doing this. I'm just gonna make my bed. See, that's what I mean about the freaking eyelash glue. Here's a big old chunk of it. Isn't that gross? Put this in the trash. To get that stuff on the floor, it is a nightmare to clean it off. I'm gonna clean my nightstand. Because I know that if I wasn't doing this on camera, you know what I would freaking be doing? I'd be doom scrolling. And we're not gonna have that. Where's my cleaning rag? I thought I had it somewhere over here. I don't know. Go my way. Okay, I swear we're gonna finally finish doing my hair at some point, but I just figured if I'm already here, I might as well wipe this down. I used to be really good at wiping things down. When I worked in restaurants, that's like, they teach you that. Like, to just like wipe things down like every day, and then they never build up, and then you never, like, they just never get dirty because they don't build up, you know what I mean? But if you just wipe it down, like when you think about it, it never gets to the point that it's so disgusting that you have to clean it, you know? It's just always nice. Like, you never have to deep clean if you're constantly just like wiping everything, you know? And when I first started restaurants, I was like, what? No way. But it really is true. Okay. I really like to use Pledge, but all-purpose cleaner works just fine. Because I'm not wiping anything that's wooden. I'm just wiping my... This is my plate from dinner. It needs to go in the kitchen. And in my defense, I did have dinner on camera, so I wasn't just like randomly leaving plates in my room. I did have dinner on camera. My handy dandy Tums. My stomach hurts, I just take out a Tum. Oh, okay, now there's more of you. I'm like, what is going on? Girl, you tell me. I don't know. Okay. This is how I see myself. I'm gonna set this up right here so I can see what I'm doing. Or maybe I should set up like right next to my makeup mirror. How and why? I literally wound my camera cable around my purse. How I did this, I don't know, but it just kind of happened. Oh, it's stuck on my clip. That's how it did it. Oh. Ah! That is a hot flat iron. Watch out. Okay, it's finally untangled. I Velcro all of my like power strips to the wall. Is this safe? I don't know, but it keeps it like nicer in here or whatever. Okay, I'm keeping my flat iron on because I'm not done with it yet. Okay, I'm gonna hang my purse up. Random cord. Oh, okay. Now I can finally think straight, thank God. This turns like a cleaning live. I don't know. My speaker. And then move my camera. Oh my gosh, y'all, I still have to film my freaking intro and outro. This is the sushi thing my cat was playing with. He got it from Christmas. I'm gonna throw it in the hallway to see if he brings it back in. Betsy! Watch, they'll bring it back in here. Okay. Whew. The lighting's better over here, so I'm gonna bring y'all over here. Oh, I feel like that was a workout. What is this stuck on? Okay. Oh. I need water. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. It feels a lot cleaner in here, that's for sure. Now I can finally get finished. My house gets like really, really humid. Even in the winter, girl. The house just like holds on to humidity like it's holding on for dear life. I'm not even kidding. This is nice. I can actually see myself in my big mirror now. And the lighting's probably better for y'all. So I already sprayed my hair with, oh, I'm gonna lower this. With, I already sprayed it with heat protectant. Now I'm just gonna, no more creeps, 2026. Read the shirt. No more creeps, 2026. Bye. Oh, this is annoying me. The cord is like hitting my, what was that? I don't know. The cord was hitting. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know how to fix that. Oh my gosh. This wear me out. What is stuck at the back of this? Oh, it's this. I guess this fell at some point. Also, let me plug you back in because I don't know what my phone battery looks like and I don't want to lose you. So we've been live for like a while. Oh, okay. Oh! Alright. My mom's like, you need to stop making those noises. It's not very ladylike. Well, such is life. When I put on some more lip gloss, this is the Lip Plumper by CoverGirl and Beach Hill My Heart. And I feel like my liner is rubbing off too. I'm gonna fall asleep after this. Did I use this in my last video? I think I might have worn this in my last video. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel it. It passed. Okay. It's gone. Okay. Let's keep on straightening the hair. I feel like my lives have just been super long lately. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I feel like I'm on here for like a while. I think one of the reasons why could be because I'm trying really hard to like honor my scalp and honor my hair. I know that might sound like really stupid to some of you, but like if you're new here, like I've been like on a whole battle with my hair. Like I have a really oily scalp, and like I've tried like trying to not wash it so much, trying to put a bunch of dry shampoo in it, and I found that I've found that the best way is to what was I gonna say? Just wash it when it needs to be washed, and then also blow it dry immediately, and then reuse dry shampoo, and then dry shampoo gives me like an extra 2 days. Hi, DJ. Yeah, I had to make adjustments because someone like I've had a little mystery on my channel. I have a mod that's really awesome. Her name is Michelle, and she was doing a lot of my modding like around like July through September, and then all of a sudden she just disappeared, and I was like really worried. I was like, where has she been? I was like, oh, maybe she's just busy, or she found another YouTuber she likes better. And anyways, Michelle had to like go above and beyond and like make a TikTok account, and I don't even think that Michelle even had a TikTok account, but she had to make one to just get in touch with me, because if you're like blocked, like you're like muted on YouTube, you can't comment on anyone's anything, you know what I mean? Like you can comment, but they won't see your comments, you know what I mean? Like YouTube is really good about muting people, but it's bad if like you got muted accidentally, or someone muted you and you're trying to get through to somebody and they literally won't see you, you know what I mean? And anyways, I did not mute Michelle, and I thought maybe my security team did, and then I had to like, you know, meet with them and ask them like, hey, like, did you mute Michelle? And they were like, no, like Michelle is like one of your core people. I was like, yeah, okay, I didn't think so. But I think that like one of my other mods like might have muted Michelle because they were jealous or something, which sucks. So I'm like, so I had to clear all my mods, and I had to clear all of my hidden users on my channel to try to get Miss Michelle back, but I still haven't seen her, so I'm not going to be giving out any more of that stuff until we get the mystery solved. So that's why, DJ. So hopefully we solve the mystery soon. Like, I don't know why someone would do that, but like, I don't know, the internet changes so rapidly, you know what I mean? Like trends change, and then the way that people use apps changes like every day, so you never know. But like, I found out because the people were doing that was like, so there's a YouTuber that is named Tiffany Holden is her name, and she like does live every day. She's super awesome, and I met Tiffany because she would come to my lives, and you'll know that I'm a girly who be supporting other girlies. And anyways, overall I'm getting so tired. She would come to my lives, so then I was coming to her lives, and like I was like being really active in the chat one day, and like she gave me mod, and which I didn't ask for, but I appreciated it, you know. But I don't, like, one of her other mods like got mad or something, and then they literally muted me, and I could see that they muted me because I was also a mod. But if you're muted on someone's channel, mod or not, like it completely wipes you away from their channel. Like you can't comment anything. Like you're completely like, and even though like she tried to undo it, like it still, like I couldn't comment for the rest of that day, you know? So I was like, oh, I didn't realize that mods could like delete each other, you know what I mean? Because they, I mean, it makes sense because they have equal privileges, you know? So, I was like, but then when Michelle hit me up over TikTok and she was like, hey, I keep coming to your lives and I keep, you know, like commenting on your stuff, but like everything I do disappears. Like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know, let me talk to my security team. And then, but then I remember what happened with Tiff's channel. So I'm like, oh, now we're having some competition. See, I don't like that. I don't welcome that kind of behavior on my channel. So we're going to figure out. We probably will never figure out who it was, but until we figure it out, I'm going to be a lot more strict about stuff around here. Aw, thanks, DJ. Yes, definitely. How's your stepson doing? The one who has the attitude. How was your Boxing Day, DJ? I remember your Boxing Day last year was like super stressful. This is the family drama. I also think what's making my lives longer is I've been trying to like straighten my hair on live because like it's something beauty related that I can do and like why not do it on live, you know what I mean? Like it helps my channel. But I do wish that like YouTube would like let people play music, you know what I mean, and not like copyright, you know? But one thing I love about YouTube Live is that like it captures your live. So like anybody who missed my live can like just like come watch it whenever they're able to, you know? Other platforms like TikTok don't have that. I don't know about Instagram because y'all know how I feel about Instagram. This Christmas was a lot less stressful. Good. But stepson did create mega drama in November over our new car. It was really weird. It was a drama fest. Why was he upset? Did he want a new car and he was mad that he didn't get the new car? I will say that like I can relate to like having a family member like have a new spouse or a new boyfriend or girlfriend and like being like, what about me? But that's just like, I don't know, being a kid and like wanting attention type of thing, you know? Pretty much exactly the car scenario. That's so funny. Dropped a small fortune over Christmas on products for wife and daughter, lol. That's good. You're taking care of the girls. That's good. We love to see it. I will say that like, so when I was in high school, I drove my mom's van. Like, and she got a new car, and then I drove the van. I called it the Mystery Machine. I called it the Mystery Machine, and I also called it Big Bertha. It had like sliding doors and everything. And yeah, it was something. But that was my like first car, I guess. And I drove it like all through high school, and like I never questioned it. Like it was wheels, you know? Like I never, like I'm from a small town, so like I don't know, I guess there was people here who like had money, but like no one ever gave me, and I was expecting somebody to give me crap about it, but nobody ever did. Like I was just happy to have a car and like nobody cared, you know? It was awesome. But now that like, I don't know, when I moved to a bigger city, I was like, I didn't even have an iPhone when I moved to the big city, you know? Like, I just was not, like, my town is very much a bubble. It's not, like, connected to reality, you know? I was in a Snapchat group chat, like, trying to explain that to people. I'm like, I don't know if people really understand. Unless you, like, also live in a small town, like, you don't really understand. But Anyways, getting back to the point, my mom has actually said to me, she's like, I feel so bad for making you drive that van, like you were a cheerleader, blah blah blah, like we should have got you a cute car, like I don't know what I was thinking, I feel so bad, blah blah blah. And I remember there was a time that like one of my family members had gotten a car. It was like one of my older family members, like somebody who was like grown, like 40s, 50s, like old, not old, that's not old, but you know what I mean? Like someone, it wasn't like my brother or my sisters or somebody else got a car, you know what I mean? Like, it was like an older family member who got a car. And I remember like pulling up to after school into the driveway and like seeing this new car and being like, Mom, did you get me a car? Like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even ask for this. Wow, thank you. And like, I didn't know the other family member was visiting because I had never seen the car before. It was new, you know what I mean? And they were like, haha, nice try, Ashley. No, the car is mine. I'm like, oh, well, congrats on your new car. And I wasn't like salty about it, but I remember it was like slightly disappointing because I was kind of like, wow, somebody's been noticing that I've been working hard in school. No. Not in this town. Okay. Didn't know it was my stepson's partner's favorite car. And it was the same car but different color. And then popped over to show them. He lost it. Still child doesn't move or cry. Look at her inside it, say he didn't want to ruin his new car. What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, why can't he just be happy and be like, twinsies? Like, now we're gonna have the same car, twinsies. My mom's side of the family for years, like my mom's whole side of the family, they all had the same color car. It was like a thing. It was like a uniform. Like, they all would pull up like the freaking, like, I don't know, I don't want to say mafia, but like, they would like all pull up in their cars and I was like, wow. It was super cool. One thing about my mom's side of the family is they're all very, very, very cool. Like, you have to, like, I feel like I have to keep up with them. Like, in a good way, though, you know? That's such a weird way to act, though. Some people, like, can't be happy for other people, though. It's, like, weird. Like, they just, like, it's, like, in their DNA or something. That they can't, like, be happy for others. I don't know. They spin the story to be the victim and run around the family and try to backstab how to spread the hard done by story. Hard done by story. That's funny. I just took over the things. Oh, my fault. I should have been more sensitive. I should have done this or done that. That's so funny. My dad's mom would always say that. She had this phrase. She'd go, oh, blame me, blame me. Because, like, people feel better when they have someone to blame. So she would just be like, oh, blame me, blame me. Because, like, she was strong and she could take it. And she knew, like, it wasn't really her fault. But, like, she knew that, like, people feel like, you know, people feel like it gotta be like that. Happened to my heat pump, the stepson's partner, electrician. Well, that's nice. That was nice that at least helped you with something instead of like, I don't know, ensuing chaos. It's always pleasantly surprising when like the really dramatic family member like wants to like not be themselves for once, but don't get used to it. Don't get used to it because you know all HE double hockey sticks can break through at any second when you have those kind of people around, you know? Not forget to spray my hair. Did I spray the last layer? I hope I did. I think the key with this stuff is not spraying too much and like spraying it far enough away, you know? But I'm also like, how are you sure that like it's getting all the, like every little strand of hair, you know? That's why I like to leave in I like to put a heat protectant in my hair when it's still wet. But anyways, we didn't do that today, so that's why we're trying out a new one. So you just gotta roll with the punches sometime, you know? Am I starting to feel stronger and on the mend? Thank you for asking. I have good days and bad days. Like overall, I have been getting better. I'm still in physical therapy. The other day, one of my subscribers who follows me on TikTok commented, and I was like, I literally posted a video like fresh out of PT, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Ashley, you're always getting COVID," and it's like, no, you literally don't understand. Like this is that same COVID case. Like this is the same COVID case in September, and it's like been this giant interruption into my life. But last weekend, so I've been wanting to go back into serving, like waitressing, but serving, you know. And because that's what makes me happy, and I live in a really small town, and so I just want to make money and get out of here. But anyways, I wanted to go back into that, but like doing that, you have to be physically able, you know what I mean? Like you can't be passing out every 5 seconds and expect to be a server, you know, it's not gonna work. But anyways, I took a walk around the block impulsively, thinking that I would be okay, and also being like, I need to like, you know, get my stamina up and be more physically active so I can handle serving again. And like, I ended up in bed for 2 days after that. Like halfway through the walk, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna have to sit down. Like I don't feel good. Like I'm gonna pass out. I don't feel good. And I made it, thank God. But I felt really bad after that, and then I was in bed for 2 days, and I literally couldn't move. Like my arms and my legs just like were aching. It was bad. It was really bad. I really need to cut this hair, y'all. It's too long, and it's taking too long, and the ends are yucky. You look very healthy, bright, and fresh. Thank you. Yeah, if you go back to the very first live from like September when I like first came back from like when I got really sick with COVID, I literally look like yellow and gray. Like my face looks yellow and gray. It is so scary. And I was like trying to like convince everybody that I was doing better, and I was like, now I know, I'm like, no, that was literally just the beginning. I think at that point I'd had it for like a week. Or maybe it was 2 weeks at that point, and that was just the beginning. I feel like I look better now, though, you know? But I also have a spray tan. This is a fake tan. I did my fake tan on Friday? Yeah, I did it. I put it on Friday, let it sit all day Saturday, and then washed it off at the end of yesterday. I also have new highlights, so that also helps the bright look. Highlights plus fake tan plus teeth whitener equals like, I don't know, instant glow up. But I don't really whiten my teeth. I use special toothpaste, and then I just drink everything with a straw so they don't get stained. The last year has been quite crazy, hoping this year was smoother. Yeah, same here. I hope it goes smoother too. I still have to make my bed. Oh my god. And film my intro and outro for my platform. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love straight hair. I love how it lays and like how it feels. It just feels so clean. Can you believe people used to have to like iron their hair straight? Like they used to like lay down. Actually, as a kid, I remember a neighbor. Like straighteners were probably a thing, but like, remember I live in a small town, so things take a while to like get here, and then there's the people that like they don't care about being in the know. They just want to do what they want to do and be on their vibe and in their little bubble, and that's how it is here. But I had a neighbor who she had this gorgeous straight hair, and I was like, how do you get your hair so straight? And she's like, I lay down on a towel and my mom irons my hair, like with a clothes iron. And I was like, no. And I was like, no, seriously, what do you do for your hair? She's like, my mom irons my hair. She wasn't kidding, y'all. You're modding the other channel, period. That's awesome. You're multitasking. He's streaming now too. Who are you modding for? Oh, DJ, did you hear the remix that they did? I think her name is like Liz. It's like Liz or like Lex or something, but there's like, it was a DJ who did it. So there's this DJ who, when Taylor Swift's new album came out, she took, what song is it? Elizabeth Taylor by Taylor Swift. She took that song and then she made a DJ mix. You know more about DJing than I do, but she made like a DJ mix with that song and then Everybody by Backstreet Boys, and it went mega viral. And Taylor Swift saw it and the Backstreet Boys saw it, and they both like responded to it, and this DJ was like, I wasn't even expecting anybody to really see it, and it like went mega viral. I just thought that was cool. Oh, it's like so flat. I just love it. I love it. But these ends have got to get cut. Very cool story. I know. I'll have to, if you can't find it, I'll have to send it to you. Or put it in the comments or something. Everybody. I still have to film an intro and outro. And I can't just not film the intro and outro because like I already filmed the video, you know? Sometimes I hate the things I choose to do, you know? I didn't think it would take me so long. I really didn't. It's not even late. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. Oh. You see my shirt, DJ? I finally had shirts made. No More Creeps 2026. That's gotta be the key with this stuff, is like holding it back. Like hold it back a ways and then I do feel it like getting on my skin though. I feel like it getting on my, this stuff better not mess up my tan. If you fake tan, you know how much effort it is to put that stuff on, and like once it's on there, like I do not, when I wear fake tan, I don't wear non-approved lotions, I don't spray my skin with perfume, body spray, nothing, because that will eat the fake tan. And we don't want that. I'd cry my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor. Tell me for real, do you think it's forever? Number one, but I never had to, and I can't have fun if I can't have. Be my NY when Hollywood hates me. I listen to their remix so much though that the regular song sounds like not right to me, you know what I mean? I'm like, is this the reprise or something? Because I'm so used to that remix. The remix is so good. Backstreet's back, alright. I love the Backstreet Boys. Cry my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor. Ha! Really? They need my tutorial. I need to send you down there with business cards for me so you can give out my business card and tell people, hey, your fake tan sucks, but that's okay. I'll send you to someone who knows what they're doing. Well, the thing is that there's a lot of rules when it comes to tanning, and like, if someone's at Disney World, they're probably staying in a resort, I would guess. Like, people stay in hotels down there, right? And, what was I gonna say? If you're staying in a resort, you're probably swimming in a chlorine pool. If you have a spray tan, you really can't go swimming in a chlorine pool. You shouldn't even be swimming really at all. If you do go swimming, you should swim in either fresh water or salt water, and then don't rub yourself with a towel. It's very hard, like, because you're tanning the surface of your skin, but then your skin cells naturally exfoliate over time. You know, and then as your skin cells come off, those are the little pieces of the tan of your skin that are tan, and that's how you get that blotchy look, because it reveals the pale skin underneath. So you have to exfoliate your skin really, really well before you tan, so you get off all the dead skin. So then it lasts longer, but your skin is naturally gonna exfoliate itself over time. And if you do things like go swimming and then dry off with a towel, it's gonna pull the tan off faster. So that's probably why you see so many that are bad. But you gotta follow the rules. If you're gonna do it, you gotta play by the rules, you know? And you can't wear perfume on your skin. If you're gonna wear perfume, spray your clothes. And you can't use any lotion, like, you can't use just any lotion on fake tan. You can only use special ones. I go through all of this in my fake tanning video. Thank you. I'd cry my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor. Tell me for real, do you think it's forever? Number one. DJ, did you hear that I got chased in a car on Saturday? I was in the truck and somebody was freaking chasing me. It was so scary. I had to call the police. Oh. You did watch that stream, yes, crazy people everywhere, yes. I learned in school that I took a psychology class that people have road rage because they view, like, the brain views a car as like an inanimate object, not like a person. You know what I mean? Kind of like if you like walk into a room and your belt loop catches the door. That's like really annoying, and you're like, oh, you stupid door frame, like, you stupid doorknob, like, stop catching my pants. You know what I mean? Like, it's annoying, and you kind of like slam into it, and you're like, oh, let go. I got places to go, people to see. You know, people kind of view cars. People who have road rage view cars the same way, like it's an inanimate object that's like in their way, and not that it's another human possibly having a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, people, they did some kind of study on it, and like people who people who view cars as people are more empathetic and don't have road rage. I don't feel like I have road rage. The only time I have road rage, I don't even really think it's road rage. Just like when I have to go to the bathroom and somebody's in the way. Or like if I'm like waiting for someone to turn and then they never turn. But they had their turn signal on, you know, that's kind of like, but still not worth getting angry over. I don't know. I've always felt that way. I'm just like, there's stuff, I don't like getting angry at all, but there's stuff that's worth getting angry over and there's stuff that's just dumb. And getting angry over things that happen when you're in the car are dumb. Sorry, but it's dumb. And I wasn't angry yesterday. I was just kind of scared. Like, we're all on the road. We have to share the road together. Like, we all want to go places. Traffic annoys us. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Traffic annoys us. Red lights annoy us. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in our own little bubble. We can just kind of coexist. I don't know. That's kind of the way I see it. But that's not the first time I've been chased like that. I've been chased like that before in my town. Oddly enough, when I lived in a big city, it never happened there, but it's happened. I don't know. I just feel like people that live here think they can just do whatever they want. There's too many people who like think they're above the law or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's not worthy the possibilities, period. Yeah. And that's why, like, I don't react, because, like, you never know, like, if someone is strapped or, like, if they, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. And, like, she rolled down her window and she yelled at me, and, like, I didn't even look at her. I just kept driving. She, like, tried to stop. Like, she was going this way, I was going that way. She tried to stop and, like, rolled down her window. She was, like, screaming at me. And I just kept driving. I just kept looking ahead and just driving. And that's when she whipped her car around and started tailing me. It was so freaking scary. Like, I'm not going to take my eyes off the road to, like, look at you for no reason. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I wish that safety wasn't a thing, and I wish I could just, like, wear a camera and, like, film my day-to-day, and, like, y'all could see the stuff that I'm talking about in this town. Like, just remember, one thing about me is I don't lie. I do not lie. Like, there might be some things I can't tell you because of safety, but, like, I don't lie. And, like, there's been so many times that people, like, underestimate the things that I say, and then, like, they go and witness it, and they're like, whoa, you literally weren't lying. I'm like, I told you. Like, I wish that I could, like, film some of the stuff that goes on and, like, show you, because, like, I'm not making it up. I don't know if I'm gonna film for TikTok tonight, y'all. I don't know if I have the energy to do that. That's just more that I have to do. Don't wind the window and throw the finger. LOL. No, I don't either. British accent. LOL. People are like, sorry. That's funny. Yeah, I would never get out of the car like that. Mm-mm. Some people, like, it's like, I don't even want to know what they want to do, but, like, I've seen people do, like, where they start screaming and they want to get out of the car and, like, do you just want to yell at me or, like, do you have other plans? You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't want to know. Just so, if I have any, like, young besties watching me, like, if someone ever, like, has road rage with you like that on the road, don't get out of your car. Don't stop driving. Just keep driving, and if they try and box you in and you see that, because it's happened to me before where the guy got out of his car and he was walking towards me, get away from that as fast as possible. Just don't stop moving in your car. Like, do not stop the car. Do not be like, oh, he wants to talk, let's talk. No, not worth it. People are crazy. Like, just drive to your nearest police station. Just, like, keep driving and drive to your nearest police station. Like, if they want to follow you, cool. Follow me. Keep following me. You know? Like, you're not going to like where we end up. And I'm not the one who's going to be staying overnight. Just saying. Hi, Ivy. Put a car in front of me before someone makes get out rather than get out of the car. Be trapped in the car. There's no gun. Yeah. Hi. Send a super chat for a shout out, please. You love the late night stream. You're usually not here late at night. I'm surprised to see you here, Ivy. Yeah, I actually filmed a long form today too. Because I really need to be focused on long form for my channel, and like, but also like live is also good for my channel. I've been so like overwhelmed, but I'm like, wait a minute, I can just shoot both at one time, you know? Because like I have like my big camera that I film with, and then I have my phone that I go live with. So that's what I did today. I just filmed for a long form, and then I let live just watch me do it because it's like behind the scenes, you know? I'm gonna switch and use this comb. I still have to make my bed. Oh my gosh. I'm just having to check YouTube. That's funny. Personally, I keep my notifications off. Like, I don't have my notifications on for like anything. I think maybe email. That's it. I don't have my notifications on for like anything because I get too overwhelmed. Oh, and text messages and email. Not even Snapchat. Way too overwhelmed. But yeah, like, because if I like want to check the app, then I'll check it. You know, I don't know. But also, like, my email would, like, notify me of pretty much everything. So, like, I don't need to have a million apps all with notifications, you know? I don't know. I like to be at peace on my phone. 'Cause if I'm not at peace on my phone, I won't use my phone. I'll just be unreachable. My hair grows so fast. Like, I feel like I just highlighted it, and I feel like my roots are already coming in. My blonde was getting brassy. My roots were coming in. Did I tell y'all that I'm seeing Megan Maroney this year? I'm so excited. My roots getting brassy. My roots were coming in. I think I like this stuff. It's kind of like, it kind of feels rough like on the first pass with the straightener, but after it like dries down and you like straighten it a couple of times, like it's not bad. I still prefer the no haircut cream from L'Oreal. Like that stuff still is my favorite, but this is like nice, like in a pinch, you know. I really want the heat protector from Moroccanol. Like that one is supposedly like the best for flat ironing and curling hair. Oh my gosh, I need to take pictures too. I have my big camera set up, so it shouldn't be hard to take pictures, you know? My mom's getting brassy. You know what I was thinking about? You know how I said earlier that I want to keep my big camera just set up so that way I can just crank out long forms really easy? The thing is that I have a cat, like what if he would knock that over? Like this, you know? So maybe I could keep the tripod set up and like put the camera away. Like maybe I should put like a little command hook on my wall, and then I can like put the camera in the camera bag and like hang it, you know? And keep the tripod up. I don't know, I just feel like stuff has to be convenient. Otherwise I'm not gonna do it, you know? I'm not gonna be consistent. I'm not gonna do it if I don't, because already it is difficult to do YouTube. It's a lot of work, but like it's worth it, you know? You like straightened more than curled? Yeah, I do too. I do too. Y'all have influenced me. Literally the other day when I had straightened my hair, somebody was like, do you ever curl your hair? And it was someone that was new, and I was like, girl, you have no idea. I have like 1 million videos with heatless curls and about heatless curls and how-tos and like me taking out my heatless curls, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, do you ever do braids? I was like, girl, you're preaching to the choir. I have like 1 million videos of me braiding my hair in here too. Ugh. I need to work on my thumbnails though. I have a lot of like thumbnails that are kind of like random, and then I don't update them after I've gone live. I need to work on that. So that way it's easier to like find what you're wanting, you know what I mean? On my channel. This chair is so squeaky. Y'all, anytime I turn the temperature down, my family turns it right back up, and it's like, bro, I wouldn't have turned it down if I wasn't blazing hot. Like, leave it alone. Put on another blanket. Like, that is the most annoying thing to me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have a medical condition, or I don't know what's wrong with me, but like, basically, I'm like on fire all the time. Like, it makes me feel physically sick, and like, I just am like, you can put on a blanket, it's not gonna kill you. But like, if I stay too hot for too long, I could faint. In fact, I have fainted. You know what I mean? I don't know, just like I said, my family rage baits me every single day. Drive me crazy. Like, I love my family, drive me freaking crazy. And then it makes me feel like I should turn the air down like really, really low, like lower than I like it. You know what I mean? Because if they feel like they have to turn it up, then I should turn it down lower than even what I like. So then, when they turn it up, it'll still be at a tolerable level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's the math thing rather than being like, oh, I live with someone with a medical condition. Maybe I should leave it alone. Today when I woke up, y'all, my house was 60% humidity. I woke up and I was like, ah! Y'all know me and my asthma. I cannot breathe if it gets humid in my house. And like, y'all know that my house just holds on to humidity or heat. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside. Like my house just like humidity and heat. It is disgusting. And especially since I've had COVID, I cannot breathe if it gets too humid. Inside or outside, I cannot breathe in too high of humidity. Hi, Briley. Your boyfriend broke up with you? No. What happened? Oh, that's his loss. Boys say stupid stuff like that sometimes, and they like don't mean it, and then later they always come back. They always come crawling back. I was like, I didn't mean it. That's why you block, because I'm not gonna be bothered. Like, I know what you did was stupid. Just because you're just now realizing it doesn't mean I'm gonna let you freaking interrupt me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting my life together. I don't want to be bothered with you and your silly little games. That's why you block. Because they say all this ugly stuff to you, and then you get all hurt, and then you cry, and then you feel like crap, and then you have to start from ground zero and freaking heal, and then they just want to come back like nothing happened. I don't think so. Boy, bye. I know some of y'all are a little younger than me, and so I hope that makes you feel better. Because literally, they all do that. So don't feel like it's you or there's something wrong with you, because they all play the stupid game. You just have to be smart and block them. Because what hurts the worst is when he does something and then you get all hurt and you cry and you feel like crap, and then you heal, and then he wants to come back and be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I made a huge mistake. And then you let him back in, and then he does the same exact thing that you did to you the first time. That's the worst. It's terrible when someone breaks your trust, but it's even worse when you break your own trust. We don't have time for that in 2026. Nope. He low-key kind of stunk. Well, good. Bad personal hygiene is such a red flag. Like, I cannot, will not. Like, if you have bad gums, no. If you have bad breath, no. If you smell like you don't know that deodorant exists, no. That's why I always tell y'all the stuff that I tell you, because like, I want you to do well socially, and there's just certain things that are a thing because they work. Toothpaste is a thing because it works. Deodorant is a thing because it works. You should use it. It's a good thing. I'm telling you, I have never said in my life, wow, I wish I wasn't wearing so much deodorant. Darn, I wish I didn't wear deodorant that day. I have never said that. Ever. I have said, dang it, I wish I would have put on deodorant. Dang, I wish I would have reapplied my deodorant. You know what I mean? I have said that, but I've never said, darn, I wish I wasn't wearing deodorant. Never said that. Never said it, never thought it, never happened. And I can confidently say I don't think it's going to happen. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you, girls. think I'm gonna bump my ends like always. That you're too immature? Ew. Sounds like he's immature. You know what I think? I think growing up is a scam. And I will always say that. Because anybody who says the phrase grow up doesn't know what they're talking about. Sorry. When I was a kid, I had really strong family values. I still kind of do. I feel like I'm a little bit more realistic about who's in my family, if you catch my drift. I kind of accept people for who they are and not who I wish they were, but that's another, that y'all have literally heard me talk about this over and over again. Nothing new. But what was I saying? Oh. When I was a kid, I had really strong family values, and like I wanted to like do everything together and be super close and like blah blah blah. And there was someone in my family who was very harsh and who said, you need to have your own life. You just need to have your own life. You need to grow up. And that's why I hate the phrase grow up. Fun fact. I don't believe in it. I think it's induction into a cult. I think it's a scam. I will never grow up. It's a scam. I believe in biblical maturing, but not growing up. Never growing up. I'm a kid at heart for my life. Get on my level. Get on my level or get out. So glad we had that talk. Like always, the girls who get it, get it. And the girls who don't. Hey, low-key was so bad, he also would flirt. Ew. Ew. Not the community computer. Hell, have y'all ever used the computers at the library? Like the public library? The funny thing about those computers is anyone can use that computer. You know? Anyone. If you're smart, you know that I'm not talking about computers. The girls who get it, get it. Just doing some bumping on the ends. Yes. When I cut my hair, I won't have to bump my ends because it'll just be healthy. I love a good bumped end. I recently made a friend, and she like shared with me a video of her boyfriend's phone, well, situationship's phone, and like was going like this in his notifications, and like it was all these random girls on Snap, and I was like, that is disgusting. Remember what I said about the community computer? And it just literally confirmed everything. Because sometimes I wonder, I'm like, am I too strict? Am I too crazy? Y'all know me, like, I gaslight myself. I'm very self-aware to a fault. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I gaslight myself, and I'm like, am I being crazy? Or am I, like, being smart? It literally confirmed everything that I think about boys in Snapchat. Like, I will not be friends with a boy on Snapchat. Like, even if it was a boyfriend, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm not friends with guys on Snapchat. Like, anything that you need to say to me, you can say to me over text. There's no reason for us to be friends on Snap. It is too picture-centric. It's too superficial. Like, I don't want to exchange pictures with a boy all day. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. Snaps for the girls. Okay? Okay. Because one thing I'm not going to be is I'm not going to be on somebody's roster. Like, I'm sorry. I have too much self-worth. I have too much confidence in Christ, and I'm a daughter of the King. You're going to treat me as such, or you're going to get to step in. That's just how I feel. And I know that not every guy will be on my level, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because, unlike some people, I'm not a community computer. Oh! So yeah, I'm not ready for that one, though. Snapchat. Don't you just love when you get confirmed? I got freaking confirmed in like all of my suspicions about Snapchat. Like, I don't know, I just feel like guys like have like this like freaking roster on there, and like I think rosters are disgusting. I will not be on someone's roster. Nope. 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 I date to marry. I date to marry. And if that's you, then we can talk. If not, we can be friends. Not on Snapchat though. But I literally refused to use Snapchat for years though, because I was just so like disgusted by it. But Snapchat is a good app. It's really fun. I really like Snapchat. I just can only use it the way that I use it. You know what I mean? Like I could never be on there if I was just friends with everybody. Like if I'm completely honest, I have people that I've known from kindergarten on my Snapchat, but I will not go back to back and snap with a guy. I will not do it. And if I'm speaking to anybody romantically, forget it. We're not talking on Snapchat. Because I won't even be friends with a guy on Snap. I just won't. Because it just gets too much. Yeah, that's how you felt. Yeah, no. No. Like I said, community computer. Ew. Ew, cooties, COVID, and lots of other things too. Anyways, girl, I'm exhausted. This is the hair, this is the makeup. There's gonna be a long form coming. Hopefully, I'll get it up like tomorrow. I'm gonna try to really crank out these long forms. Still to form my intro and my outro. Oh, I probably should keep my live going while I film, shouldn't I? So maybe I won't get off just yet. I just think it's like so, like, it's so superficial and weird and obsessive to exchange pictures with a boy all day, because I just feel like it would occupy so much of my energy and so much of my thoughts to be like, oh, put on lip gloss. Oh, I don't want to take off my makeup because I know that he goes to bed at 8 o'clock and I want to keep, you know, even if it's just like regular like selfies, like this, like I am right now. You know what I mean? Like I've seen stories of girls who like do a full face to FaceTime with a guy, or like do a full face just to send a Snapchat picture. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's too much. It's so superficial and it's so like yuck. Like I won't do it. I won't do it. Mm-mm. Like, if you have something to say, you can send me a text message. That's it. You know, it's so funny. I've been like, I don't know, like really like doing the work, like with my mentors and with Christ and all that stuff, and like I'm getting so good at my boundaries, but honestly I'm getting to the point that I'm like, I don't even know if I won't be able to have my real phone number anymore. Like, catch me in Google Voice, or catch me in like those random like texting apps, because like I don't want to give anybody my real number. Because like, I don't know, I want to be private. I don't know, that makes sense. The lashes are lashing, thank you. Okay, I've got to film. I'm gonna film this intro and outro. I'm so tired, I just want to go to bed. Eating the laughing, thank you. I need some water. Oh. Also, this bracelet, the really long one, is an anklet that I just wore it like a bracelet because, I don't know, I thought it was kind of pretty. I like the dangly things coming off my arms. It like, I don't know, gives like your movements like a flair, you know? Yes, look at that face frame. The faster I do it, the faster it'll be over. That's what I always tell myself. The faster I do it, the faster it'll be over. What lip liner? Maybelline Totally Toffee. All of my makeup products are linked in my Amazon storefront, which is linked below in the description. Okay, we're gonna get the big camera out. Oh. Oh my god. No. Okay. Take the light away and put my light on my big camera. Let's see what the background is giving us. I'm so afraid to break this light. This is the only one I have. I don't have another one. Okay. Let me scoot this back a little bit. I don't think I've ever filmed a video so late. This is a nice background though. I wish that my shirt was like, maybe I could like, oh, what if I like pulled it down in the back? Then you can see the no better. There. It looks like a Skims top now. Cause the long form is shot this way, so you can't see like down. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay. Now it looks like I don't have a neck. Maybe I'll just show them. Okay. Okay, let's do the intro. Okay, let's focus. Hi girls, welcome back to my channel. Hi girls, my name's Ashley and welcome back to my giant sleepover. Today I have this really simple glam for you today. Just a warm smoky eye, a pink cheek, and a pink lip. And I also have a whole lot of chit chat with it. It's kind of like a FaceTime makeup tutorial. So it's like as if we were getting ready together on FaceTime. So I hope that you girlies like it. And if you haven't already subscribed, oh, that was awkward. If you haven't already, please subscribe to officially be a member of my giant sleepover. Okay. Good enough. I'm so tired. Okay. Outro. It's so tingly. Why? Because it's too long, that's why. Oh my gosh, I didn't show them my shirt. Also, my shirts are now officially official, girl. This is what they look like. No more creeps 2026. Our motto, girl. Oop, I didn't freaking flash it with my belly button. And then I have my new logo for 2026 on the back. It is a lightning strike with a heart and an A on it. And this is my channel name. So that way you can meet besties every single place that you go. Yeah. So my shirts should show up right underneath this video, but if they're not, make sure you just go to my regular channel page and click store, and that's where you'll see all of my shirts. I also have long sleeves and I have hoodies. So make sure you girls get a shirt because you know me, I love to match with my besties. To the outro. Wait, I'm scared I'm out of focus. Alright, girl, this is the final look. I did just finish straightening my hair, and I did bump my ends. You know me, I love me a good bumped, and if you want to see how I straighten my hair, make sure you check out my corresponding live stream that will be linked below for you. Maybe I'll pin it in the comments, I don't know. But anyways, this is the jewelry, these are the nails. They are baby boomer slash ombre with chrome on them. And then, of course, this is the makeup. This is the beat. But anyways, girl, thank you for so much. I'm so tired. Thank you, girls, so much for joining me for another makeup look today. I hope you learned something today that would help you. Make sure you girlies follow me on Snap. I literally post all day, every day. I love you so much, and I will see you girlies in my next video. Bye. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm so tired. Bro. Let me show you really quick before we hop off what it looks like. Get a little sneak peek. This is what it looks like. And then when I focus my camera, this is what it looks like. Do you make it really blurry first? Oh, it's like Britney Spears. Yeah, yeah. I think I did it again. Okay. Basically, you get it. A little sneak peek for my besties. But anyways, girl, I gotta get to getting into my bed. I'm exhausted, but anyways, I love you girls so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this little new format of live that I'm gonna be doing, and I hopefully will see you girls tomorrow. Love you so much. Thank you for joining me for another wonderful live. Love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.